Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's stream for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets extended mod, but we're going to be looking at it with everyone fat and overweight. And yeah, I expect everyone was probably thinking that, I probably would be more cheerful, if you like, for this sort of thing. Because, it usually is. It's a good laugh, right? It's a lot of fun and a bit silly and stupid. And to be fair, it still will be, and we'll make sure of that. Today's quite a sad day, though. Because today it was revealed that, and I know a lot of you people in the Harry Potter. Hang on. Give me a moment, I promise. I will get it out. Right. A lot of people in the Harry Potter modding community obviously know Andrew Baldwin. And, his name's been everywhere, hasn't it? For years now. He's done an awful lot when it comes to Harry Potter. And yeah, a lot of the projects that I've done, you probably wouldn't have, I guess, ever seen them. Maybe you would have, I don't know, but you probably wouldn't have seen them if it wasn't for him. I've worked very closely with Baldwin for years now, and he's a very big deal to me as a friend and also as a content creator. And just so everyone knows now, and it is publicly known, of course, in the server, that unfortunately Baldwin died. Oh, this never gets easy, does it? It never gets easy. Anyway, he died on Monday. God. You would have thought, after the amount of death I've been through over the years, I would get used to this, but you can't get used to this sort of thing. It's not possible. It really isn't. But anyway, look, in the end, I want to say this. I worked with him a lot before he died. And there's a lot of projects that you will see that he was involved in. And we'll make sure that it honours his legacy. Because it deserves to be done. All round, Baldwin was a great friend and an awesome person. And I want to honour that. And we will honour that. But right now, of course, my thoughts and prayers go out to his family. And I can't imagine how crappy and horrible it must be to deal with this sort of thing. So, I'm sorry. In the end, it came down to what it did. But, these things happen, I guess. There's nothing you can do to change that. But Baldwin really wanted me to do the extended mods with everyone overweight. I was going to do it anyway because I wanted to do it. But this is something that should be done today. As a result of that, hopefully honour his legacy in the right way. But either way, if you want to see a bit more info about all of it, it's in the Discord server, like I said. It's in the general section. You find everything there. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it later, but for now, I think we should go on to something a bit more positive and just something to keep the mood in a reasonable spirit. So, let's take a look at the extended mod, but in fact mode. And of course, to everyone that joins the stream today, well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you do. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? There you go, there's a fat Higwig.
Harry Potter lives at number 4 Privet Drive with his horrible uncle and aunt and their faithful son, Dudley. Harry was often locked in his room, and even though he was a wizard, he couldn't escape because he wasn't allowed to use magic when he was away from school. One evening, a house elf named Dobby appeared.
Oh my god, Dobby looks terrifying.
Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts. If Harry Potter goes back to Hogwarts, he will be in mortal danger.
Dobby disappeared, and shortly after, Harry's best friend Ron Weasley and his brothers Fred and George arrived in a flying Ford Anglia to rescue Harry from his prison. They flew him to their home, the Burrow, where Harry spent the rest of the summer before travelling by Floo powder to Diagon Alley.
Oh my god, that is so loud.
Sister Ginny went with her to Flourish and Gloss, where the famous wizard author Gilderoy Lockhart silently waited.
He looks so weird. He looks like a demented penguin.
It is! It's Harry Potter!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect moment for me to make an important announcement. I have great pleasure in announcing that I will be taking up the post of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher at Hogwarts.
Bet you loved that, didn't you?
Yeah, there he is, the demented duck.
Can't even go into a bookshop without making the front page.
Looks so weird.
He didn't want all that.
Demented hedgehog.
You've got yourself a girlfriend.
I suppose your parents will go hungry for a month to pay for all the books you're going to need at Hogwarts.
Oh yeah, to be fair, thank you for mentioning that. The audio is actually quite low. I turned it down earlier when I was doing my talk. That should be higher. I forgot to move it back. I will also do this. There you go.
It's the least
Should be alright now.
we can do to help out the poor and needy.
Harry, we've missed the train. The Hogwarts Express left 5 minutes ago. Oh no! What are we going to do? Well, I know that Dad took the flying car to work this morning.
What is
It's
that
parked
noise in
Charing
the
Cross Road.
background?
Okay, it's our only chance of getting to school on time.
I don't actually know what that noise is. Anyway, for those of you wondering, this is the extended mod.
Being sure to
We
check
streamed
that
this
no one
about
was watching,
2 months
Ron and
ago
Harry
now.
took off in the old Ford
Um,
Anglia.
So yeah.
All we've got to worry about are airplanes.
Oh, this is going to deafen everyone. I'm so sorry. You're about to lose your ears. Ah. So am I.
That was close.
Oh,
I think we're
God.
almost there. Uh-oh. I think the car's cutting out.
Oh, my
Come on,
ears.
car. Come on.
No, come on, car. Come on, eardrums, mate. That's what it's about. Christ,
Stop.
my ears.
Stop. Stop.
They're already deaf. Yeah, you're about to be more deaf. Literally. That one, though. Looks like a giant licorice also.
Ron! Ron, where are you?
Over here.
Over here, Harry! The Whomping Willow's got me! Don't worry, Ron.
Oh my
I'll
god,
come and
that
get you.
looks like
Just hold
mouldy
on.
mayonnaise on his
I can't
face.
do anything else. Hurry up, Harry!
Hey, now we can actually play the game. Right. I did actually want to mention why I'm here, because I should mention it. I was going to stream originally today, it was always the plan, Knights of the Old Republic 1, because of course about a week and a bit ago now it was its 20th anniversary. However, I am just going to quickly do this because the stomping is super loud. There we go. Right, anyway, I was going to stream it, but Streamlabs, I'm going to be honest, it's been a right pain in the arse to try and get it to work properly, so as a result, I haven't managed to get it sorted yet. Once I get a chance, I will sort it out though, and then we'll get it, you know, up there. But for the time being, you're just going to have to wait. We will celebrate its 20th anniversary, I promise. It'll just be quite late.
To cast a spell, press and hold the left mouse button.
Harry and his log. Literally.
To climb over low walls, I just have to walk into them. I can use this garden.
Hey, look at his face!
Lumos.
Especially the mouth though, that mouth is great.
This is a save.
This is the Order of the
To
Phoenix.
save the current state of your
Literally,
game.
that is the
When
size
you
of the
faint,
Order of the
your
Phoenix.
game will automatically revert to the point where and when you last touched a save book.
Right. Ba-dum. There you go. Oh, I probably should mention as well that since we last streamed this 2 months ago, this has had a lot of updates added to it. So this is basically the updated extended mod, because Diving Deep, who of course watched the previous stream and has, you know, looked at the mod multiple times since then, has patched up quite a few problems that were around, so a lot of bugs and that should be fixed now. So hopefully we'll have a great experience. I'm going to move this down a bit, it's a bit high. Right, anyway, so yeah. This should be really good this way around now. Hurry!
Hurry! This branch is squeezing me like a snake!
The loud footsteps. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if it will do it. Oh, it did!
Aurora can open up magically
Brilliant.
locked objects such as chests and secret doors.
I didn't think it was going to activate both of them, but it actually did. I'm surprised. I skipped a cutscene where he talks about frogs. Woo! God, it feels weird that I'm playing this yet again.
Good job, Harry. Now,
Feels
see if
particularly
you can
weird
cast
because
the
I've
window
been
with the
going on a
off.
binge record
I
at the
think I see a
moment
sensitive spot right
of
there.
Time Splitters 2. In fact, I've got loads of Time Splitters 2 videos that I've now recorded and made. Tons of them. So expect a complete overdose of that at some point soon.
Thanks, Harry.
Because it's
Much
going to happen.
appreciated. Oh no! Come back! Great. My dad won't be happy that I lost his flying car. Anyway, we better get a move on. We don't want Professor Snape catching us out so late.
I also appreciate some of the comments earlier, by the way, when I was talking about Baldwin. It was nice.
Not only does Lumos cast light, it also reveals magically hidden things. To jump, run to the ledge and press the right mouse button. Try collecting the beans on all the ledges, Harry.
Yeah, you're doing health and social care part-time. That's cool.
Those are 30 watts every
Well, I hope
day.
you enjoy it, Creative. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, come back here, you. Oi. Thank you.
Cast Flipendo to push the block towards Flipendo, and then use it to jump to this ledge.
It's always nice to hear a little bit of positive news. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had any positive news for months now, so yeah, it makes a change. See you later then. I wonder if the stairs will go. They actually do. I wonder if I can get Ron to run into them. I'm actually curious now. Ron! Oh, he's stuck on the bloody light. Aww. That's just boring. Oh, he would have run in here as well. Oh. You've ruined it, Ron. You've ruined it. Oh well. We'll just leave him in his indefinite hell forevermore. Hello, Ripper. Have I finished Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah. Months ago I finished that. As for streaming it, no, I haven't finished that. We probably won't finish streaming it until, like, I guess the end of the year? Maybe before then. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be a while yet. Taking a break from streaming it at the moment,
There are
though.
50 of these scattered throughout Hogwarts. Each time you collect 10 new bronze cards, you are given a permanent stamina increase. Pressing the escape key will allow you to access the Folio Magi and look at the wizard cards you've collected thus far.
Yeah, what have you potentially got as a job then, ASD? Go on, share what job you've got. Or maybe getting... Yes. Alright. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, this crashing sound is deafening my eardrums a bit, so we'll put that down to... let's try 50, roughly. Go on. How about that? Oh, that's much nicer on my ears. Oh boy. Tell you what, as I've turned that down, just so you lot can hear it a bit better. Put it there. Should be alright. Okay, now hopefully my eardrums will be secure. My eardrums are now secure. Woo! You have no idea how loud it is normally. Right, anyway. Oh, good. As per usual with fat mods, the doors are once again in the wrong place. That's fine.
The rain has stopped. At least we'll be dry when we get expelled. The only thing
This is how you should be promoting the extended mod.
Let's just
Everyone
hope he's
fat.
left because he missed out on the defense
It's the
against
way to
dark
go.
arts job again. Or he might have been sacked. I mean, everyone hates him.
Or maybe he's waiting to hear why you two didn't arrive on the Hogwarts Express.
Professor
We
Snape,
couldn't fit in it.
we were...
In my search of the grounds, I noticed that considerable damage seems to have been done to a very valuable...
It looks amazing.
I will be speaking with Professor McGonagall later.
That tree did more damage to us than
Silence! I would advise you both to make your way immediately to the Gryffindor
Walgreens.
common room.
But Professor
Nice.
Snape,
Well done, by the way.
Go, and count yourselves lucky. If I should catch either of you out after tonight, I will definitely deduct house points.
Really
better
liked
do what
it.
Snape says.
We still didn't put enough time into it. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think it's a really good game. Hogwarts Legacy, I love it. But at the same time, you know, I'm not gonna go out of my way to play it anymore for the time being, other than on streams. Doing that game to 100% was lengthy, to say the least. Very lengthy. But in other news, I guess, and I'm sure certain people like Creative might have noticed me playing it lately, I have been playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, as I bought that in the Steam summer sale. I thought I might as well play it, see if it's fixed enough yet. The answer to that is kind of.
Didn't get lost.
It's somewhat
Wonder where
fixed.
Hagrid is. Out in
It's
the park.
still pretty broken, but it's, I guess, functional enough, shall we say. I'm still enjoying it, you know, while playing it, but it does have its problems. It's interesting because, like, I don't really know how to describe some of its issues. They're really weird, but one of the things that, of course, is the big one is the frame rate. And the frame rate, like, it's pretty... it's good in certain spots, but then really bad in others. So some of the big open areas in particular, like the hub sort of worlds, I'll call them, in Jedi Survivor, absolutely horrendous on optimization still. Some of that stuff is horrendously bad, and I wouldn't normally do this when playing a game like that, but, you know, like, doing some of the boss fights, shall we say, in these open hub world bits, I have actually had to literally change the difficulty to easy because they lag spike so badly that it makes it impossible to do the blocks. Because the thing about Jedi Survivor, of course, is blocking is vital, and if the game randomly lag spikes on you, I hate to tell you, your blocking is going to be completely screwed and your rhythm's going to be completely out of whack and you're dead. So, yeah, it's a problem, and as a result, I've had to switch up and down between normal and easy on that game because of that. It's just out of control sometimes, and it makes it really difficult. Really, really difficult. But so far, how far have I got in Jedi Survivor? I haven't played tons of it yet, but I played enough. So, basically, I've just finished the... I don't know what the place is called, but the, like, space station sort of area. It's basically where you go and... what did you do there again? You found, like, the Jedi cross guard there and everything. That's how far I've got. I still think I'm, like, miles away from, like, even hitting halfway, but I could be wrong. I'm doing a lot of the side stuff as well, because Jedi Survivor has a lot of side quest sort of things in it. I can't actually remember if those were in Jedi Fallen Order. I don't think they were, but I played Jedi Fallen Order years ago now, so I can't really remember. But, yeah, I mean, the side stuff is quite difficult at points, to say the least.
Welcome back to the
there he is, Teddy Bear.
I'm still gamekeeper here, thank goodness. If I were you, Harry, I'd be running along to the Gryffindor common room.
Snape looked like he had a transparent face. Maybe he did.
Welcome back to the new school year, Harry. I'm still gamekeeper here, thank goodness.
Sounds pretty far to... Really? I actually don't think it's that far. I thought I'd been like maybe a quarter of the way through, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't looked at any spoilers for Jedi Survivor, of course. I didn't want to spoil the actual game for myself. I saw like the performance issues, you know, online where people were doing little charts, if you like, to show how bad it was at points. But that's all I've seen. So I haven't actually seen any of the story stuff, and I don't want to. I want to play through it properly and experience it. It is a pain in the arse that it's still very broken and unoptimized, but given the rate at how Respawn seems to be fixing it, I doubt it'll actually be fixed until next year. Like, properly. It is, at least at the moment, in my opinion, in a sensible state, okay? It could be much worse, so, you know. It's good enough, shall we say. It's good enough. I think it'll be fine. Probably. I hope there aren't too many other technical bugs in it, but we'll find out, I guess. Also, Winch is here. Nice to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, it was a shock, to be fair. You know, it really was. I mean... Honestly, earlier today it was kind of weird for me, you know, going through all of these different video things that I was doing, having a bitch of a time with KOTOR and trying to sort that out. And yeah, I mean, in the end, of course, the news broke out about what happened, and well, in the end, I sort of just was a bit kind of hit by it, of course, as you've already seen. But, yeah, I mean, in the end, not to sound cruel or anything. I effectively threw KOTOR to the wayside and brought this forward. Like I said earlier, I was always going to do Fat HB2 Extended. It was always going to happen, but it feels right to do it now. It really does. It's sad that, of course, a lot of the projects that I've worked on with Baldwin for the whole month and a bit beforehand now, you know, a lot of them are created, some of them still need to be put together, and I'm working on that. But I know he was really looking forward to seeing them, and, you know, he was excited to see what people would react like for these projects that are coming out. So it's really sad that, of course, he will not be able to obviously be present to see those reactions anymore, but you know, in the end, the way I look at it is at least these projects will go out, at least people will be able to see this stuff, and I know it will excite a lot of people. Yeah, that's kind of the whole purpose of why we were doing those projects, is a lot of these things are things that people have never seen, right? There are a lot of secret bits behind the scenes, if you really want to call it that, for the HB games. Or things that are very much present in the games, but people find it difficult to hear or whatever, right? Those sort of things. So it's a big deal, and I mean, I feel like it's the right thing to do to reveal this now. I wanted to keep it a secret, of course, at the time, and I know Baldwin did as well, but I think it's right to reveal this given the circumstances. But of course, a lot of people have seen the little short that I did about a cut spell from Prisoner of Azkaban called Mucus Projectum. This was on the console version of the game, but over the last coming like week and a bit, like before this week of course, we ended up actually finding a lot of new stuff regarding Mucus Projectum, and we actually even managed to mod it into the game. Granted, it doesn't work properly, and Baldwin was actually going to sit down and see if he could code it to work, which sadly isn't going to happen now, of course, but it doesn't mean that somebody else in the HB community might not be able to do this. But yeah, there's loads of stuff for that spell that we found. Loads of audio bits, graphical bits, of course, are in there, and as a result, you know, we got them all together and I put them into a video, basically. It's not quite finished yet, but it's a video that reveals everything regarding that spell that we found. And I think people are going to be super excited to see that. I know that a lot of people are excited to see in that short Mucus Projectum big showcase, because a lot of people had never seen it before. So I think, you know, it's going to be a big one. And yeah, well, I really do hope that maybe someone in the modding community will actually be able to maybe repair the coding that is in there for it, so that that way it can come to light,
It's a nice night now,
you know, and actually be physically usable in the game. I think that would be incredible if we ever reach that day. And I know Baldwin would be happy. Oh, and don't mind me casually cheating a little bit in this, but hey, that's what you get when you have a fat mode, eh? It's normal. It's nice to see you as well, Roboto. I'm glad you popped in. I know you always struggle to pop into the stream, so I'm glad you managed to find a chance to pop in. I appreciate it. I really do. Really? Oh, you are kidding. Fine, we're gonna have to do this. Really? How did that not hit it? Come on. Thank you. Oh, fat mode. Don't forget fat mode. There we go.
The Gryffindor dormitory is just over here to the right, remember?
Who needs spells when you can be thick? Indeed. Oh my god, there he is. Bloody hell, man. He looks like from Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. What was his name? Rodrigo. I think it's Rodrigo. I can't remember his name now. Borgia. He looks like him, just severely overweight. Anyway.
No getting through this door just now.
Oh yeah, definitely no getting through that door right now. Also, I will keep an eye on the Discord, of course, throughout the stream. So I've got it here on my phone. So don't worry. I will keep an eye on it. And of course, any like messages that people send me privately or whatever, I will read them. Probably not till after the stream, but I will read them. I promise. I will get round to it.
Here's
One thing at a time.
Site of ceremonies and dueling.
Now, I was contemplating about talking about this today because I'm probably going to do another news video about this, but I think I want to make it very brief, but I do want to talk about it because it is important, and I know there are people that play COD games that, you know, watch my streams and stuff, so I do want to talk about it. But I'm going to be very brief about it. Actually, we'll go into dungeons.
Door is locked.
Which is, and I'm only going to mention the small parts. So, as some of you might be aware, Activision and Treyarch have been updating Cold War after the recent major hacking problem. I actually activated first person. Oh well, I guess we're first person for the minute. Anyway, I want to make sure that everyone knows that the updates that they did apply have failed. They are now completely broken and gone, so as a result it does mean, unfortunately, that the game is now no longer safe to play once again. So I cannot stress enough that if you are going to play Cold War, you should play it solo, but be very careful about doing so. Because people will use the mob menu to attack you. I promise you, you will be in trouble. For the love of God, though, if you're going to stream it, don't. That's my honest way of saying it to you, is just don't stream it. It's not a good idea. It really isn't a good idea right now. So just be careful when you're playing Black Ops Cold War. It is severely compromised now. And that's not just on PC, that's also on console. And then lastly, the only other one I want to cover quickly is Modern Warfare 2 Classic on PC. This is strictly PC, not console. So this is the one from 2009. Basically, very recently, this is actually, I might add, a problem in multiple old CODs on PC, but of course, they're all on plutonium, so it's not a big deal. But this one, of course, isn't. It used to be on XLabs, but Activision shut down XLabs, so of course the only way to play it now is through Steam, which is very dangerous. So there's been a RCE found properly in the open again now, and what hackers have been doing is they've been actually putting worms inside of the game, so it means that basically they're leeching onto everyone, and everyone that plays with one another who's got the worm then leeches onto them, and it's basically a huge virus malware attack. So what's happened, of course, is that's been sent to Tech Radar. I think it was Tech Radar, TechCrunch, one of the two, and they have, of course, contacted Activision about it, and Activision have now shut down the servers for Modern Warfare 2 2009 on Steam, meaning you can no longer play that game online at all. It is completely gone. They probably will fix it, but I will stress that if they do fix it and put it back up online, be very careful and just wait to know if they have patched out all of the RCEs in that game. As far as I'm aware, there are actually 5 remote code exploits still live within Modern Warfare 2 2009. So be very careful playing that on Steam. Very careful indeed. So I can't stress that enough. That if they do put the servers back up again, just check with people that have, you know, a lot of knowledge looking through these games beforehand to make sure that everything is patched. Because if everything is not patched, then I really can't stress this enough. You shouldn't play that game. Don't play it. It will put you in danger. Anyway, that's all I wanted to mention regarding it. I didn't want to bring it up today particularly, but I think it is... Actually, I shouldn't get those. But actually, it is vitally important, in my opinion, that people know about it. So, yeah, I've wanted to bring it up. Very briefly, just so everyone's aware. Because these are dangerous times for hacking things. In fact, this year has been awful for it, so just be careful. Anyway, we're going to focus on HP again. That's where we need to be focusing our attentions. Oh, you're actually in London at the moment, are you, Roberto? I didn't know that. I had no idea you were in London. Oh, Chico Porcher was already like that. I mean, sort of. He wasn't quite that fat, but yeah. I wish I hadn't accidentally hit my first person mode, but it's alright, we'll get him back in a bit. For now, you can just see a giant wooden licorice hole. Enjoy. Enjoy. Why is he standing forwards?
Why, if it isn't young...
There he is, it's Borgia.
How are you? Glad to be back at Hogwarts?
Well, I would be, Nick, if Professor Snape hadn't caught me outside.
Well, I suppose that rules are there for a reason, although sometimes the reason escapes me. Yes, you shouldn't be up this late, you know. Better get back to the Gryffindor common room before Professor Snape catches you again. Goodbye.
Bye, Nick.
Actually, speaking of Philosopher's Stone creative, I think this should be said, and I'm hopeful that the modding guys will hear this bit and listen to it, because I think it should be said. I spoke to Baldwin via voice chat on Discord last week because we were talking about obviously the different Harry Potter stuff that we were doing, but we were also talking about the cheat stuff that we managed to find. You might have seen linked in the announcement bit in my Discord for PS2 games on PCSX2, which I've been using a lot of, and they're really good, by the way. It's a great way to use cheats now properly on PCSX2, so I highly recommend you use it. They work brilliantly. But anyway, I was actually talking to Baldwin, and I asked him whether he would ever come back to YouTube again. And he actually said yes at that time. He said he wanted to come back to YouTube again and do more videos. But he only wanted to come back again and do it once the updated HB1 project was released. What I mean by that is basically what you're seeing right now is me playing, of course, on the updated Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets engine, which is by Metallica Fan and Omega, and massive credit to those guys for making this possible. So huge thank you to them, and they've done an awesome job about this. I do actually want to thank them personally in the Harry Potter modding Discord at some point soon. I just haven't got around to it yet, but I really do want to, because this is really a life changer. It's a huge deal. Also, if you do want this and you want to play the extended mod and other mods, etc., then I've linked the Harry Potter modding Discord down in the description. Please go to that Discord, join it, go and download the updated engine from there, and if you have any issues, then you can ask for help in their Discord in the help section. But anyway, back to my point, which is basically, obviously, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is the focus, and I totally understand that for fixing up and getting perfect. But then, of course, Metallica Fan has revealed, and also Omega a couple of times now, that the Philosopher's Stone has already been mostly done. It just needs more refining, I think is the best word of putting it. Term even to put it as. So once that's ready, then of course HP1 will also be on this updated engine, and it will hopefully make HP1 a lot better on PC, because it's really broken, especially on Windows 11. HP1 is basically unplayable now for the most part. So yeah, but Baldwin was going to come back and do videos again once that released, because he wanted to sit down and do a lot of videos for the Philosopher's Stone. He wanted to go and make a lot of mods for Philosopher's Stone with the updated engine and just go and be really creative. And yeah, I mean, obviously it won't happen now, but the point remains that I think is worth mentioning, and I think it would be nice for everyone to know about that. And I want especially the modding guys to know that there was huge interest in HP1 updated on PC. There really is. And I mean, it's not just Baldwin, even myself and multiple others are very interested to see the new engine come out for HP1. We really are. I know it will make a huge difference to that game, it really will. So yeah, I just wanted them to know the facts in the end, and I think everyone else should know about it as well. At this point, you know, there's lots of stuff that has happened that I spoke to Baldwin about, that of course I've worked with Baldwin on. I think it's fair that it all comes out at this point. There's no reason for it not to anymore. I mean, at the time, you know, some of these projects were hidden for obvious reasons, but I feel like it would be nice to reveal some of them at the very least. So yeah. Yeah, the engine is incredible. I mean it. This updated engine is amazing, and you know, without Metallica Fan and Omega working on this engine and making it what it is, then of course we wouldn't have so many awesome features for this game. I mean, look, we can play this game happily now at a really high frame rate if we want to. Like this, I'm playing at 120 frames right now, okay? You can play it like that now. You could also play it at 4K or whatever, right? And the text somewhat fits properly, etc. You have borderless full screen, which I'm playing on right now, which is fantastic for this game. Bear in mind that you couldn't alt-tab from this game in the past. So it's a huge deal. Really huge deal. So those guys are doing miracles work. And it's just nice to really be thankful to them for what they've done, and hopefully, you know, we'll see something for HP1 and HP3 hopefully as well in the future on PC. Oh my god.
I heard the most incredible story about you.
Your nose has got problems.
Marnie, please, we're tired.
Oh,
Can you
dear.
just tell us what the password is? Wattlebird.
You arrived a week ago and you'll be here till the 1st of September. That's cool. That's cool.
There you two are. Brilliant entrance. Got the year off with a bang. Mum's furious, by the way.
You two should hear about the bean trading system we've set up. It's based on Bertie Bott's every flavour
yeah.
beans. Fred, myself, and several of our associates have set up trading opportunities.
They all have their
throughout
nose
Hogwarts.
problems. Yes, they do a
Some
bit.
of us will occasionally have an item to trade. If you have enough beans,
Might have an
we'll
item
trade
to
with
trade with the size that he
Get
is.
all these beans.
They're hidden all over the place.
you. It's not hard to find them. You should have enough to start trading in no time.
It'll be a pleasure doing business with you, I'm sure.
Hello there. I see there's a bit of, I believe that is Russian in the chat. Obviously, I know the end bit in English, which is I love you, friend. Thank you, I appreciate that. I always love it when people really enjoy me and my content. It's nice. And I'm really appreciative of everyone that supports me. Of course, I really am. So yeah, I don't know if the same line before that in Russian was the same thing. I hope it was. If it was something else, I'm so sorry, because I don't read Russian. But hopefully it was the same thing. But either way, thank you. I appreciate it.
He's such a brilliant writer. Defense against the dark arts on the 3rd floor. Follow us.
But yeah, anyway, what are you up to in London then, Roberto, if you're still present in the stream? I'm curious to know. Nah, we'll go this way. Oh, I probably should mention, by the way, that there is a 4K series of the... Oh, there's the cat. Yes, hello. Anyway, there is a 4K series of this coming out at some point in the future. It's already recorded and finished. I've done it already, so that's ready to go. Just not released yet. It probably won't release until the updated HP4 comes out. That's been sitting, waiting now since... like last year. It's December roughly. But yeah, so the updated HP4 will be coming out, and that's HP4 all at 4K, of course, with the 120 frame rate in it, because of course the frame rate has been sorted out a bit. There are still issues with it, but it's mostly okay. I will also have an updated guide for HP4 on like how to optimize it and fix it on PC coming out in the future as well. Same with Quidditch World Cup, because there is a new addition to that too. And of course, if you missed it, I have released my optimization and fixing guides for HP6, Half-Blood Prince, and an updated HP3 for PC, which was desperately needed because the old one is out of date and no longer really works. So yeah, it should be perfect for everyone now, and it's really up to date, that HP3 guide, where most guides I might add for HP3 on YouTube are severely out of date and no longer work. So yeah, just putting that out there, it really makes a huge difference. It will fix up the game immensely for you all, and it guarantees a fix for the imp freeze bug and so on. So hugely recommend, if you're going to play HP3 PC, use that guide. It will help you out immensely.
Harry, Defense Against the Dark Arts is up here. Try to hurry, Harry. We'll get to see Gilderoy Lockhart in person.
I appreciate that, ASD. I do appreciate that. Of course, you know, everyone that says that they love my stuff and what I do, you know, I'm always grateful for it. No matter what it is, whether it's HP, COD Zombies, anything, you know, I'm still grateful to it, of course.
Hello, Harry.
There he is, Rodrigo Porter.
Even after all these years, I still find apples of Eden. Here's a special area that you can unlock only if you collect all 40 silver wizard cards. For every 10 silver wizard cards you collect,
Hermione looks like a face of a luxury cat. Right? If you say so.
See if you can find all 40 silver wizard cards hidden throughout Hogwarts and the grounds.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot he was here.
Nearly headless Nick,
the Gryffindor house ghost? Yes, Colin, it was.
Wow, Harry Potter, it's really you.
I'm Colin Creevy. I'm in Gryffindor too. Would it be alright if I took your picture?
Everyone told me about how you survived when you.
It's hilarious that his camera is tiny, but everything else about him is freaking massive.
It's brilliant here, isn't it?
He looks so weird. It's worth it though. It's worth it. Right. Good lord, look at the state of that. What's amazing about it is that his hand and his wand is huge, but the rest of him looks... I mean, that's worse than anorexic. That's a whole nother level of... It's like a stick insect. I think that's the best way of putting it. Looks like he has a GoPro strapped on him. But yeah, I guess it does, to be fair. I never really looked at it like that, but that's a fair point. I like that. That's a great interpretation of it. Nice one. Oh, that's good. I like it. Oh dear. I don't have any plans or field days, just taking them as they go. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I remember last year when I went to London, I did have plans, of course, for what I wanted to do, but for the most part, it was just, you know, whatever I feel like should be done on one day goes, really. But yeah, who knows? Either way. Yeah. It's cool that, you know, you get to go around London, and hopefully, and I do mean this, of course, in a nice way, of course, always, Roberto, you won't get interrupted by annoying people. When I went to London, one of the days when I was going to go on the London Eye and things, unfortunately, yeah, that is a bit annoying. But sadly, the London Eye and like there's a I can't remember the name of it, but there's like an aquarium and stuff over there. They were all blocked because of protesters from that time, Extinction Rebellion, just blocking everything off. And there were, you know, police and everything going up and down, patrolling everywhere. Also, some people were blocking like this subway entrance and stuff, so we got stuck there for ages. That, ironically enough, was it was sort of the day I met Phil. I mean, it happened a little bit on the day that I did meet Phil, but it happened another day afterwards. But yeah. By the way, when I say Phil, I mean Phil at Glimmer. I'm sure most people know that. But yeah, that was partly on the day when I met Phil at Glimmer. It was really annoying. I mean,
Charms classroom.
alright, calm down. But anyway, I get, you know, why they do what they do to an extent. But it's just annoying, you know. You plan a whole day of going out to these places. You spend the money to go on the tube and everything. And then some, I'm going to put it in a nice term, I guess, moron, decides to, you know, ruin it for everyone by just basically getting everything to be closed off and so on. It's just annoying. But hopefully that won't happen to you, Roberto. I hope not, because it does suck. Of course, it's not Extinction Rebellion anymore, is it? It's, what's it called?
There's no class right now.
What are they called again? Just Stop Oil? Just Piss Me Off is like the new ones, or like Stop Pissing Me Off. I don't keep up with it as much as I should probably, but yeah, they're everywhere. Again, I do understand their points, but the way they go about it is completely wrong. Completely wrong. But anyway, yeah. We could go and see the library now, which is of course the new level, if people want to see it. Or we could go and do Rich's Emperor's Challenge. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Depends what people want to see. I'll leave it up to you guys. Whatever you wish to, you know, do or see. Let me know. Do you guys want to go and see the library right now, or do you want me to go and do the Rich's Emperor Challenge? I'll stand outside the library just for a minute and see what people say. I've got a layover in London in 1 to 5 weeks. I hope I don't. Yeah, I hope they don't go on strike, you know, for you there either. It's so annoying when it happens. I mean, it couldn't have been more annoyingly timed when I went, but what can you do? I mean, it is what it is, right? But yeah, yeah. If people would like to see the library level right now, let me know. Let me know. Just spam library in the chat and we'll go and look at it if people are interested in seeing it. Of course, we won't do all the stuff in the library because I kind of want to come back to it a bit. But yeah. Oh, one other thing I should mention. I didn't mention this at the start, mainly because it swept my mind. But I should mention this, and hopefully it hasn't impacted too much today. But if it has, I'm sorry if it has. BT have been doing some maintenance on the line, like for the whole week. So if there are some slight dropouts here and there, or the quality goes down a bit in the stream and that, sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. Hopefully there's no problems, but just putting that out there. I did forget to mention it earlier. Hopefully it's not going to be an issue though. It's amazing that every single year now, it always seems to be bang on like in July. BT come along with their amazing wisdom and try and break something. BT are pretty bad for it. I know a lot of people in certain places say that BT is really good, like in Portsmouth. A lot of people really love BT, but I despise the bastards. I really do. They just cause issues up here. Whenever you see a BT open reach van in the village, you sort of, your heart dies inside a little bit. But anyway, yeah, hopefully it's alright. I don't know if it's going to be bad though. Just be refreshing my feet and it works fine. Library, okay. So it seems like some people want to see library, so that's good to see. Alright, yeah. Okay, if there are issues with the stream, then let me know. I might be able to do something to help with it. No promises, but I can try. What I will do, just quickly, I can open this. Hang on, I should do this. Right. Okay. So it looks like there's like tiny drops here and there, but they're very small. Should be alright. Obviously no one has mentioned anything about the drops being an issue yet, so I'm going to take it as it's okay. But yeah. Stream is very good throughout. No drops, no issues. Okay. See, there you go. Like Streamlabs right there has mentioned there was a miniature drop, but I guess there's nobody else has noticed it. Seems to be alright. Alright, we're going in the library. We're not going to do everything here in the library, of course. And of course, people that have never seen this before, welcome to the library. This is not, by the way, cut content put back into the game. This is a... well, some of it is, I guess. But for the most part, this is a fully made up level by Diving Deep and Lukey, I believe, are the two people that made this. From the ground up. But there are certain things, so like this hallway here was in the prototype build of Chamber of Secrets PC, so that was of course very specific for that. But yeah, a lot of it is of course original idea, original concept. And from my understanding, the door we just went through, of course in the final game you don't actually see anything in there, but yeah, I believe one of the devs said it was meant to be the boys' bathroom or something, but they could never find any purpose for it, so in the end they never put it in the game. But yeah, there you go. Welcome to the ignore that, but welcome to the library, everyone. Just getting blur for me, but okay, everything works fine. I had a drop earlier, but kind of figured it was on my end. Refresh, no problem. Okay, I think then it seems it will probably be alright. Hopefully it's not an issue. Like I said, there's not much I can do about it if it becomes a problem, but hopefully it won't be. If you want to help me, then please feel free to sue BT. I'll be more than happy for you to do so. Sue them so that they fix things properly. That'd be great. But yeah, either way. Yeah. What can I say? See, in Portsmouth, when I used to live there when I was back at uni, I was on Virgin and fibre to the building and everything, and oh, I miss those days. Of course, you know, Virgin are really good. Well, at least from my experience anyway. And yeah, I mean, you know, we had no issues with Virgin down there. Fantastic, really fantastic. So I would love it if Virgin could come up here. Hey Virgin, if for whatever bizarre reason you watch a fat Harry Potter stream and you hear me, can you guys come and put some fibre over in Churt, just in the middle of nowhere? That'd be great. I really appreciate it. Come to Surrey and do that. And then just help us replace BT. I beg of you. Anything to get rid of BT. Please. They're so bad. Oh dear. But yeah, recently during the week, BT, I can't believe this happened, but like the engineer basically came along and I assume sorted out someone's internet. And in the process of doing that, the morons ended up disconnecting one of the lines that is used for everyone else around here, and it broke it for two houses, which was our house and the house next door. So yeah, the internet basically was unusable, pretty much. If you've ever seen 2 megabytes, well actually it was probably less than that, it was probably like 2 kilobytes in reality, on a download before, you'll know that's not usable. But anyway, yeah, that was because some moron pulled the line out. So then basically we had to tell them and then they had to come out and fix it. But, I mean, come on. How can you make that error? I want to know how it's physically possible for you to make that error. What have you done? Are you literally the world's worst trainee on the planet? Or are you just incompetent? At this point, it could be both, I don't know, but I'm usually quite nice to trainees, of course, because I do, you know, respect that it's not an easy job all the time. I'm just going to flush it quickly, it needs it. I've got a shortcut this time for flush, by the way. That's when it lags. But yeah, you know, like, come on, man. If it's a person who's not very familiar with stuff, it's simple. You just have someone who is familiar with it. Help them. That's all you need. It's really not that hard. Oh well. It's interesting that people seem to be having trouble with stuttering on your end. And fixing it, like Winch said, is dropping the quality down. I really don't understand that. Because you see, like, I can see obviously in Streamlabs if something drops, which it does on the odd occasion, but I will admit, watching it on the stream perspective, because of course I can see how the stream is running on the side. Granted, it's not always perfect. I've not seen any issues, like, on my end, but there might be, I don't know. Either way, hopefully it's alright. But it's interesting that it is happening. Who knows at this point, who knows. I'm going to flush it again. I know how broken that room can be sometimes. Doesn't stutter for me at all. So it's interesting, it just seems to be for select people that it sometimes stutters. I don't know. Okay, I actually don't know. Alright. Can't answer that. Can't answer that. Oh, there's so many stairs. And I have to listen to this, like, earthquake all the time, of course. Well, it's only you lot, to be fair, but still. He's loud. Aha, broken it. Not to worry. I love the addition to the library. Yeah, I actually love the library as well. I said to Diving Deep at the time when I did the original stream for this that I absolutely loved the library edition. It's something that was in HP1 of course, and it felt odd that it wasn't in HP2. So to actually have it present, super awesome stuff, super awesome. Wait, what? How the hell did I do that? I wasn't anywhere near the thing. Okay. Well, I've unlocked another secret. I was nowhere near the thing to do that. That's really weird. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, the HP1 music, man. It's the HP1 no music. It's a classic, man. It's a classic. Oh, what a classic. Right, now where's the other gnome? There he is. Come here. Yeah, ah, I see. I thought that Defendo thing was up at the top. I didn't realise it was down here. That's why it activated. Yeah, it's in there normally, you see. I actually thought it was up top, but okay, I was wrong. Oh well. The frame rate went down a little at times, but I'm just assuming it's just because there's too much stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows at this point? I can see it when it happens. I am still going to probably put the blame on something like BT, because I think it is BT's fault. I think it will probably be some line problems, but hopefully it'll be alright. We're still running, that's the important bit. It's not like last year. I'm going to leave the rest of the library, by the way, for later. Just because it's a good idea. But at least it's not like, you know, the... It's not like last year where streams would literally die, although part of that was Streamlabs, but yeah. I'm just going to leave it as normal Harry for a bit so my ears can rest. Just want to rest my ears for a tiny bit, man. Because you know how loud this guy is when he stomps. It's a never-ending spree of oh! Why are you fat? What the hell?
Hello, Harry. I'm so glad I got sorted into Gryffindor.
Why is she fat? I would be terrified if I was a normal person and I just saw that in front of me. Why is she fat, but then the other students are normal? What the hell?
I'd just like to thank you again, Harry.
That's so weird.
For helping me out in Diagon Alley.
So weird. Don't get it. Wait, Ron is fat as well. Wait, how is it doing that? Why are they fat as well? Does it... I'm assuming it must have loaded like that previously when I was here and it's just saved it? I don't know, that's really strange. I don't understand that. Look, even the fat fair is fat. That's weird saying that because he is fat, but okay. The fat fair is still fat, but more fat. I guess that's the best way of putting it. Look, the beans are fat as well. What the hell? That's really weird. Does this uniform look fat? You're reminding me of a Time Splitters quote now. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of Time Splitters recently. I've also been using a no-clip thing for basically all the Time Splitters games so that now I can no-clip outside the levels and look at things that are outside of them, which by the way is super awesome. There's so many cool bits and bobs outside of the Time Splitters levels. I've been desperate to do it all my life and it's just never been truly possible until recently. So it's nice to finally be able to go outside these Time Splitters maps and just look at them. So yeah, I mean there's some really cool stuff. Like for example, something that I always had my suspicions about when I was younger. And I always wondered how it was done, because you got to understand that back in the old days, as I'll call it, when Time Splitters came out, so we're talking like 2005 in the case of this specific game, Future Perfect. Reflections, they existed, yes, but they were very, very basic. And for the most part, if you ever saw a reflection in a game, it was not on a PlayStation 2. Or even an Xbox or a GameCube, to be fair, for the most part. It was rare to see it. So when you played something like Time Splitters Future Perfect, and you could see, like, if you went into the Mansion of Madness hallway, for example, if you looked at the floor, you could see the perfect reflections, right, of everything around you. And it was always breathtaking to me back then that that was possible, because it just wasn't really possible back then, like I was saying. The technology wasn't quite there yet. But it looked incredible. It looked crystal clear and pristine. So to actually see it was like, okay, how the hell are they executing this? And of course, recently, I've now found out how they did it. And they've done it by basically taking the entire room. So in the case of the Mansion of Madness opening hallway bit, they've taken that whole room and they basically flipped it upside down and put it underneath the floor. And what they've done is the actual floor, it looks like marble, but in reality, it's just like a thin, murky, transparent layer. And what you're effectively seeing is you're seeing obviously the normal room in front of you, but you're seeing that exact room again underneath you. And actually, if you use the no-clip mode, you can go underneath the floor and you can walk around in that area. So there are literally two of the same exactly modelled area, just one on top of the other. Absolutely fascinating to finally see that and actually know that that's the case. Also, there were some cut lamps outside of that area, just so you know. But yeah, it's fascinating to know that. And the same with like the mirrors in Future Perfect. If you go up to a mirror in the bathroom, you'll see Cortez in that mirror, right? You'll see him like whacking his gun properly and it actually reacts properly. Again, what is behind that mirror is the exact same room that you're in, just reflected in the mirror. It's just fascinating to me. I've always wanted to know how they did it, and I finally figured it out. And it's just a big deal. I'm so happy to see it. Anyway, I'll put the fat mode back on again. It's really cool stuff. Hey, I'm a game designer sort of person, and to be fair, a game designer, I guess. But, you know, I like to see this stuff and know about it. It's just cool. It's cool knowledge.
Get out of here. Filch might be lurking nearby.
Well.
Oh, Jesus.
I heard a crash. What do I find? Mr. Harry Potter and a broken, irreplaceable antique.
He looks like a demented Billy Bass the Fish.
The caretaker.
If people know who Billy Bass the Fish is. Some people might.
Some thought his cat, Mrs. Norris, spied on students.
Honestly, it just fell.
It's really cool. Not gonna. It is cool. Honestly, when I first ever actually saw that the other week when I was looking around, I was blown away by that. It was breathtaking, that. Breathtaking. Really hit me. Really hit me.
I'll mark this down against you. Now move along while I clean this up.
Yes! Time Splitters 2 and Future Perfect are backwards compatible, as I've always mentioned multiple times, on the Xbox One, Series S and X. Has been for about 2 years now.
Is that why you've marked all Lockhart's lesson with little hearts on your timetable? I have not. Are you okay, Harry? I'm fine. Come on, let's go.
Right, anyway, yeah. That cat looks like something out of Zelda. Jesus, what Zelda have you been playing? Right, should we take the gnome in? Yeah, go on, why not? Also, I don't know if Diving Deep is aware that we're streaming this today. So, if anyone has a message with Diving Deep and wants to let him know that his mod is being streamed in fat mode, then feel free to let him know. Do feel free to let him know. Right, anyway, we can't throw him up here because I know it will break it. But hey, we'll do... Hello, Gnome. You seem to be the wrong way round.
To break more valuable school property.
I've got a replacement antique vase. It moves a bit and makes weird noises, but it's close enough. Yeah, we'll come back for it.
Welcome to Defense Against the Dark Arts. My fame makes an introduction unnecessary, but I'll delight you with one anyway. I am Gilderoy Lockhart, Order of Merlin, 3rd Class. Honorary member of the Dark Force Defense League, and 5-time...
Oh, he dropped the gnome!
Charming Smile Award.
He's dropped the gnome!
See, you've all bought a complete
It's just sitting in the middle of the doorway.
Today, we shall be learning the Rictus Sempra spell. Rictus Sempra is very useful when stunning certain pesky creatures such as Cornish pixies. Who wants to be first? Harry Potter, will you step down here, please?
Lucky.
Clear your mind completely, Harry. Don't even think about me. And concentrate on the symbol in front of you. See the wand? It's going to move its way around the symbol. At the exact point when the wand passes over the arrows, hit the corresponding arrow key. This exercise has 3 parts. You must hit all of the arrows correctly in order to progress to the next round. Ready to try? Round 1.
Begin. Oh yeah, notice by the way that Diving Deep fixed the wand. So it's actually the correct way round now. I may have mentioned to him that it was something that would be cool to get fixed. And he did. He fixed it. It always bugged me that they had the wand the wrong way round before. But he actually went and fixed it. So it's now the correct way round on these. And it's just those small little details that the extended mod now fixes and just makes this the perfect game. So huge update really to just make it look so much better. So much like it should be.
Round 3. Begin.
I get annoyed by mistakes in games. Maybe that's just my tester self coming out, but still the point is I hate it when there are these tiny little mistakes in things. What? Oi. But anyway, yeah, it's cool that he fixed it. So, nice fix.
You're almost as good as me.
Screw it, let it die. Well, not die, but fail.
Once again.
There we go.
Fabulous work, Harry! Aren't you glad you've learned from the likes of me? You've now completed the exercise. 15 points to Gryffindor. You've learned Rictus Sempra. You didn't do as well as I did the first time, but then who could? Now, how about a turn in the spell practice arena?
Oh yeah, I forgot he added the
Welcome,
music
Harry Potter,
here.
to my famous Rictus Sempra challenge. To complete the challenge, you must find the completion star, which will be found at the top of this tower.
Okay.
Try to get to it as quickly
So
as
it's
you
not
can.
an issue my
If the
end.
challenge
Thank you
time
for
reaches
confirming
zero
that,
before
Winch.
you
I
have the
appreciate
completion
that.
star, you
It's not
lose
an
the
issue my
challenge.
end.
Along the way, you will find challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. Try and find them all.
Maybe BT went to Spain. God, I think the Spanish would banish them. Oh yeah, we should do that. I wouldn't blame them. I would encourage the Spanish to ban BT at all costs. No one should ever have to deal with that. I wonder if you can leave the challenge. Wait, you can? Oh, you actually can. Oops. Okay, we're gonna go back in the challenge. I didn't think you could leave it. Alright, we're gonna go back in. I actually didn't realise you could leave it. That's cool.
Welcome, Harry Potter, to my famous Rictus
Nice
Sempra
addition.
challenge. To complete the
It's a
challenge,
good way to
you
get
must
out.
find the completion star, which will be found at the top of this tower. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge. Along the way, you will find challenge stars. Collecting challenge
It's
stars will
starting
boost
to
your
seem
timer
that
and
way.
score. Try and find them
Oh,
all.
just
Try to get the completion star with as
BT
many
are
seconds
awful.
remaining as
They really are.
possible. The higher your score is when you
I couldn't
complete
say
the
anything
challenge,
good about
the more
BT.
house points I will award you. Ready to begin?
There's nothing good to say.
3, 2, 1, go! Firecrackers. A nasty
The hell was that
like
noise?
to shoot hot flame out of well, at you. You can stun them by casting Rictus Sempra on them. Then you can use Flipendo to push them around. This indicates that a fire crab placed on or nearby the symbol will cause something to happen in the world, Harry.
Ah, breaking the
Try and
fourth
use
wall. We love it.
Flipendo to push the fire crab onto the
Everyone
screen.
loves breaking the fourth wall. Something to happen in the world. I've looked around me recently and I can confirm that the world still seems to be in normal shape. I also haven't seen any fire crabs in it lately. But there we are. Thank you, ASD. I appreciate you coming by the stream. It's awesome having you here. And of course, I'm sure everyone will share in your comment there regarding that ball win. I know everyone will.
I once subdued a Hungarian haunter with nothing but sulfur-flavoured Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
The wand's a bit broken there, but okay. Oh my god, look at that. It looks like a Digimon. It looks like a baby Digimon. God, I bet you most people are probably not even old enough to remember what Digimon was half the time. Some people might remember Digimon, but I guarantee you there'll be so many that'll be like, what the hell is Digimon? To be fair, I didn't really know it that well, but I knew like bits of it, you know, because it was all over the place when I was younger. You saw it all over the TV, you saw it everywhere. It's weird, you know, looking back at like some of the things that you see when you're younger and how they just disappeared. Yeah.
That's a giant orange snail. Avoid touching them.
Exactly,
They're
I
slime
am.
trails. The acid that they
Well, there we are.
burn you. Harry, trust me, I know. Rictus Sempra will stun them, and then you can use Flipendo to push them around.
I was a Pokemon guy, but I know Digimon, and you were so right. Yeah. I was not a Pokemon or Digimon person. I just, you know, knew about them, of course, when I was younger. I can tell you right now that someone like Winch will confirm this, that I used to really detest Pokemon. It used to be a thing when we were younger, right, when people used to bring in their Game Boys to like schools or field trips. You would always see me and Winch playing like these more, I'll call them adultish, like Game Boy games. Meanwhile, everyone else is playing Pokemon. I could never enjoy Pokemon. I just can't stand its gameplay style. It was awful to me. So, yeah, I was never a fan. But yeah, me and Winch used to hate it. Absolutely despise it. So we used to be playing all these other games on the Game Boy instead. We were sitting there playing Crash Bandicoot or Spyro. Meanwhile, everyone else is playing Pokemon. It was one hell of a weird moment in life back then. It was the same thing, actually. I remember this fondly. When Call of Duty World at War came out. Myself and Winch, we were playing zombies, right? Nuts and Verrückt and stuff like that. While everyone else was playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare still. Because they usually weren't very good at zombies. But we were just on zombies all the time. And hey, what can I say? It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of memories for that. We even met a person who broke a glitch on the zombie map. I kid you not, he literally broke it. But there we are.
Are a greedy lot. They will try to steal your Bertie Bott's beans. Flipendo will push them onto their backs and cause them to drop anything they might have
Hi
stolen.
Victor, by the way, welcome to the stream.
Also pick up gnomes and throw them around. Throw them into a gnome hole to permanently get rid of them. That is a gnome hole. This is where gnomes come from and where they go to deposit stolen goods.
Never bought a single Pokemon
Throw
card?
gnomes into these holes to
You
permanently
did
get
wise.
rid of them. You
You
cannot
saved money.
climb into them.
Sort of. Maybe. Ugh. Yes, I know you, Mr. Nomi. Hell yeah. Go. Sounds like fun. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It's weird for me, you know, like the other day actually, I was sitting down just thinking to myself, you know, all these games that I played when I was basically young or a kid, how many of them are either practically non-accessible now or just really broken or whatever, right? So many of them, man, so many. It's actually horrifying. It really is horrifying. It's just kind of a bit sad, really, seeing all these games that you grew up with basically being, well, either broken, dead, or impossible to play unless you emulate them for the most part now. Oh, that terrified me for a bit. But yeah, it's sad. It's a real shame. It is such a shame, really. We really did hate it. We did! I kid you not. If anyone ever used to talk to us and say, like, have you seen this on Pokemon? We'd be like, no, I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested in that bollocks. That's literally the way we went about it. We had no interest in it. None. I would say, like, for me, actually, a lot of the games, right, or just general trends, right, where people absolutely loved something, we ended up pretty much just not caring. I don't know, maybe it's just that sort of cell, as I'll call it, in the brain, where everyone has this huge nostalgia trip and a big thing for basically one particular thing, and yeah, I just don't share it. See, like, another example of this is, and by the way, I do actually think this is a very good game. Just to point that out, I don't think it's a bad game. But, like, look at Resident Evil, for example, right? Really awesome series, by the way. Love the series. Got literally all the games for Resident Evil. But everyone thinks that Resident Evil 4, the original, is the greatest Resident Evil game ever made. I would disagree. Like, I really do like it. I think it's a great game, but I don't think it's the greatest game out of the series. Nowhere close. I personally think that Resident Evil 2 is by far the best game in the series, but, you know, everyone has their different opinion, and that's a good thing, you know. Everyone has their unique side of things. And, yeah, well, it is just kind of the way it is. And yeah, you're right, we really did only play zombies every day and night. We did, like, seriously. Back when, I can tell you a story, actually, everyone, about this, because I think it's still very funny to this day. We played Call of Duty since we were, like, really young. I'm talking about, our first ever COD game that we both played was Call of Duty Finest Hour. How many people can say they've even heard of, let alone played, Call of Duty Finest Hour? I don't think very many people could. But we played that, and then grew up with things like Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 2, the big red one, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 4. You know, we were around before what is considered the golden age of Call of Duty, which is Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. And, yeah, I mean, literally, the only game that we didn't actually play in Call of Duty from the very start was Call of Duty 1. That's how old we are considered when it comes to, like, Call of Duty fans. You know, we've been playing since Call of Duty, basically the Finest Hour, which I think came out before 2, as in, like, the correct 2, not the big red one, but actual 2. But yeah, you know, we played all these games all the time, and even though we both love Call of Duty 4, again, we spent an unholy amount of time on Call of Duty 4. I kid you not, the amount of time we spent on that game was unhealthy, probably. But, you know, we loved it. But when World at War came out, I really liked the game. And the day it came out, I got through, I think it was like roughly half of the campaign. And Winch had completed the whole campaign in one go. And he messaged me. This was back, by the way, when we had Nokia phones. You know, those little brick things with little touch keys and that. But yeah, you know, we we were like messaging each other, and he went, "There's zombies in World at War. You've got to see this." And I didn't believe him.
Now that
Can you blame me though?
pixie.
Oh my god, look at it.
Troublesome and annoying creatures
I'm
they
not going to
are.
say what I think
If
it
they
looks
touch
like,
you,
but anyway.
they will bite.
Yeah.
So try to avoid them. Rictus Sempra will stun them.
But yeah, no, seriously, we, you know, we played through World at War the day it came out. I didn't finish it. He finished it. He then sent me a message and everything saying that zombies is in Call of Duty World at War. I didn't believe him, to be fair. I don't think anyone would have believed it at the time. And yeah, well, I mean, you know, the next day he even came in and he drew like a picture of the zombie thing. It was like the loading screen thing that he drew for me, just going, yeah, this is what it looks like. And I genuinely still thought for like the whole day when we were at school that day that he was just taking the piss. I thought it was like the most incredible piss take ever. And then of course I went home. I played through the rest of World at War's campaign, and there it was, right at the very end of it. Nazi zombies. I was like, oh my god, he actually was telling the truth. And yeah, I mean, you know, a huge deal. And yeah, we played zombies like crazy all the time. And for me, of course, it's been a career. I've taken Call of Duty Zombies forward to a career. You know, I've never thought that when I was younger, ever in my lifetime, would I ever get to the stage in life where I would take Call of Duty Zombies to a career status where I actually make money off of it from doing video creation. Likewise, have actually partnered up and spoken and done videos and all sorts with people that not only I used to watch and inspire, like get loads of inspiration really from when I was younger, but also all these other awesome content creators in zombies for all these years. Yeah, it's kind of humbling, and it's a really weird thing to just know that after all these years, something that was such a simple little game mode that's just a bit of fun became something so huge, and in the end also just it gave me tons of friendships throughout life now, and it's done so much for me, to be honest, COD Zombies. It really does, which is why, of course, like all the things with the hacking situation where people, you know, are struggling to play the games now, like myself. You know, I can't just boot up Black Ops 4 anymore and play it because some asshole is going to attack me and kick me offline, because that does happen now, unfortunately, to me. It hurts, you know, it does hurt the soul, because it's a major part of your life. To see it gone completely, and effectively stolen from you. It's not like the games company has just turned the server offline for this. Some arsehole who's not related to the game in any way is actively attacking you, stopping you from being able to play what you've bought and owned, and it's stopping me from doing part of my livelihood effectively. So yeah, you know, it's a huge deal for me, and it's just sad. It's really sad that something like that happens, and unfortunately it impacts me as a result now. You know, a lot of people probably can play COD Zombies on PC for the most part and be relatively okay, right, and have a good time, but I'll say right now, the worst thing about this whole situation, I'll call it, is if you're a content creator like me, and all it takes is just one person who doesn't like you, one asshole out there that hates you for whatever reason, whether you're more successful than them, whether it's because they don't like your content, whatever it is, right? All it takes is for one moron to come along and buy a mob menu now and ruin your entire life on these games. And the worst part, of course, about these games is they're always online, so, you know, as a result, it means that I can't just play the game offline and enjoy it for the most part anymore on a lot of them, because I have to be online, and that's the end of it, right? I'm screwed. But I'm not the only one that suffers with this. You know, so many other content creators have this problem, and it's just an endless issue right now. But what's more terrifying, of course, is things like Modern Warfare 2 Classic, like I mentioned earlier, have got things like these malware worms literally sitting in them now, waiting for people to just play the game, have a bit of fun, and that's that. And you don't even have to be a content creator at that point to get attacked by that. That's just some moron out there that wants to actively ruin everyone's life. And that's just sad. And I mean, there's people like Lex, for example, right? Mr. T Lexify, I know a lot of people probably know him. Awesome content creator, by the way, and really cool guy for the content community for zombies. And he's just, you know, he had his life basically ruined because of these hackers. Of course, he's like me, and he can't play a lot of the games on PC anymore because, you know, someone's just going to attack you. But the point is, you know, people actively hacked into his PC, they actively attacked him that way, they destroyed his entire router, which he had to rebuild from the ground up, they hacked every single one of his accounts, like his social medias, his actual real life stuff, like banking and all that. You know, it's gone that far, to the point where he literally had his life practically ruined. And it's just not acceptable. There's no other words for it, it's not acceptable, and it annoys me that, you know, Activision do bugger all about it. But yeah, it hurts a content creator's life, it really does. So there you go.
The weekly Housewife ceremony is about to start.
Oh, so hello Fly, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. And I do just want to quickly say that I've not got any desire to give up on zombies, okay? I would never do that. That's not something I could physically do. It's like ingrained in my core blood, if you like, at this point. It's a huge part of my life now that I couldn't just dump it and get rid of it. It's not how it works. But I don't know if I would ever be able to do something like streaming zombies ever again. I just don't think it will ever happen, because I know what will happen. As soon as I do it, someone will come and attack me. And the worst part is, if people play with me and I stream, then those people are going to get attacked as well. That's how it goes now. If I was to play with people like Winch Creative and that on something like Cold War, for example, right now, they're going to come and attack me. And then as a result of that, they're going to attack all you. And you're going to become targets. So I'm just effectively ruining other people's gaming experience at that point. Which is just depressing. It's sad. It's disgusting, really. But yeah, you know, I will do what I can for the mode, is all I can say. Hopefully it will get fixed by Microsoft, eh? But we'll see. We'll see.
I am Albus Dumbledore, Headmaster of Hogwarts. Welcome to the very first weekly House Point ceremony of the school year. The house
Chamber at McDonald's. Yeah, it is Chamber at McDonald's, isn't it?
The length of the visit depends on how many more points they have over the second placed house. Let's take a look at the scores. Oh, it appears...
I agree, Roberto. gaming brings everybody together. It's a big deal, you know. A lot of people just see gaming, right, as just a quick thing where you just play some games, and that's about it, right? You know, it's just a quick thing where you jump on, have a game, and that's that. And I guess to an extent it is kind of like that in the case of things like Warzone, for example. Oh, that's alright. Like Warzone and things, you know, but it's not always like that. And it's true, it's not always like that. But it's for me anyway, I've made a lot of memories and a lot of friends through games and experiences. And it's not just, you know, playing games, it's also like doing content creation, like I mentioned earlier, right? I mean, just to name a few examples, right? Obviously COD Zombies, I made loads of friends and content creators and that with it. Likewise, Harry Potter, of course, is a huge deal for me. Loads of awesome friends, great people that I've, you know, spoken to and worked with and that over the years. It's a big deal. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of really cool things you can get from gaming. And hell, even time splitters, you know, that's a huge deal as well. It's not a small thing, gaming. It can really bring a lot of people together. You don't have to be physically actually in front of a person either. You could be behind a screen at all times talking to them over a voice message or via cameras, whatever it is, right? You know, you still got that huge interaction there, and it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Which is why, to me, when I see people constantly have a go at people for gaming and say, like, you know, it's a terrible thing and that, or games are awful for you, I disagree. I really disagree heavily, and it really pisses me off when all of these, like, big governments and so on always try to use gaming as a scapegoat for things, because it's just ridiculous, you know. There's got, oh yeah, I forgot where I'm fat. It's got nothing to do with that, you know, and it's just annoying, because all it does is give gaming a bad reputation, which is not a good thing. I will confess that gaming has definitely had its problems over the years, and there's absolutely no denying that. You know, there are problems with gaming over the years, and I will happily admit that there are issues with it. But, you know, it's still an awesome thing, and we shouldn't deny that. Do I think that the gaming companies need to get their crap together? Yes. Yes, I do. I really do. But at the same time, you know, it's an awesome thing.
Glad I found you.
We shouldn't deny that.
Hello, Wood.
Time for Quidditch practice, Harry. None of the other teams have started training yet, so we'll have a good head start.
But I haven't had
Even met some
yet.
content creators. Indeed, see?
Follow me to the Quidditch pitch.
I mean, hey, for example, again, just as a general example here, this is actually me in regards to talking to an actual developer on a game, right? So, I'm going to use Time Splitters as an example again. For me, I did, you know, go out of my way to get in contact with Steve Ellis. For those of you who don't know who he is, he was one of the lead creators of the Time Splitters series. He also helped create things like GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, then you've got Second Sight, of course, and Haze, etc. And of course, he's working on the new Time Splitters game right now. But, you know, I managed to get through to him, not only from obviously doing my uni degree and writing about Time Splitters, because I did a whole written thesis thing about Time Splitters and like some of the different aspects about that game and how visual effects impact how a player looks at a game and so on. There's a lot to it, basically. But yeah, it's just a brief review of it. But yeah, you know, I'd sent it to him, as well as some of my ideas for what they could do for Time Splitters going forward, since they reformed Free Radical Design. And, you know, I managed to get in contact with him and have a chat with him. And that wouldn't have happened, you know, if that hadn't gone that way. So, yeah, you know, it's a big deal. You get to talk to people who created the things you played when you were younger, who made something such an incredible experience for you when you were a kid, and still incredible when you're older. It's awesome.
First, a
It's
quick
always
recap
awesome.
of what we learned last year.
No deny it.
Of course, you already know that the red ball is called the quaffle, and it's the job of the 3 chasers to get it past the enemy keeper and into one of the goalposts. But you don't need to concern yourself with that. There are also 2 bludgers flying around, which you don't want to get hit by. But don't worry, each team has 2 beaters who try to keep them away from
I love that, by the way, what Winch said, that I didn't believe him, and then as soon as we managed to get it, we then played Nazi zombies all the time, which is true, we did. We really did. Like, every time a new map came out, we were there day one, man. Day one. World at War, Black Ops 1, we were there day one every single time for each zombie map. Just like that. I'll never forget it. You know, we were there day one when Deriz, for example, came out, and the glitch existed where if you went in a teleporter, half a player's body would be in one area and half a player's body would be in the other. We were literally playing Deriz and running around, just looking at each other's legs walking across the map going, oh look, there's your leg switch. Stuff like that. And again, Shangri-La is another example. Something that was, again, something we didn't expect. Or Moon as another thing. You know, it was just one of those things where we were there day one and we never stopped day one. It was a big thing. We played all the zombies since. Well, I mean, I have. He hasn't quite played all of them. He's played most of them. He hasn't played Vanguard, for example, and that's a good thing. Actually, no, that's not true. He did technically speaking play it because he played it around mine. He didn't play all of it. He just played a map. But he didn't miss out on much, so he did himself a favour. But yeah, the point remains. You know, I played through all the zombie modes, so I know what they're all like. I've seen how they've gone over the years. I know which ones are better than others. Yeah, you know, a lot of people that play zombies, of course, they haven't played all the modes, so they don't know what some of the maps are like. It's just nice for me to be able to have that experience, right, of seeing everything that's ever come out. It's cool. It's really cool. Oh, we get to see Ron throw up some slugs in a sec. I know everyone's looking forward to that.
You're back on form, Potter, which means we've got a great chance of winning the cup this year.
Roberto just said, can't wait for the fat slugs. Literally, as soon as I said it.
But here comes a Slytherin team.
I don't believe it. I booked the pitch for today.
Hey, I've got new brooms
The beaters look so stupid. Oh dear. Lucius Malfoy made a very generous donation. Like our new broom, sway, sway. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
What are you doing here, Malfoy? I'm the Slytherin Seeker now. Didn't you know? Perhaps someday Gryffindor will be able to afford new brooms.
Well, at least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
No one asked your opinion. You filthy little mudbloods. You pay for that one, Malfoy. Well, at least I could afford it, Weasley. Unlike you.
Here we go, the slugs. Fat slugs.
Ron, are you alright?
Oh, I don't feel so good. What's going on with its head? The head. It blends in with the Quidditch pitch, literally. That's hilarious. Oh, we get to see them in more detail now. This should be fun. Oh my god, the shaking. Oh, this should be fun. It looks like a dinosaur. Oh, here we go. I love the fact that we get Harry in his Quidditch uniform here as well. Here we go. Look at it. It looks amazing. Crush it. Okay, hang on. Let's get a closer look at this beauty. Look at it. My god. That's incredible. It looks like one of those Haribo sweets. It actually does. It literally looks like one of those weird green Haribo sweets with the I can't remember what one it is, but you know, like the Haribo has the white bottom on it. The what are they called? Tanfastics, the sugar ones. It's like a green, I think it's a green dinosaur or something. I really can't remember now. But anyway, it looks like that, and it's got the white bit at the bottom of the green. So it's great. It's got these tiny little horns. It's like Shrek had a really unfortunate baby. Literally. Oh, that's great. Look at them. I love the way it moves as well. There's Ron just knocking on the door going, please help me. I'm throwing up these fat mini baby Shreks. I beg of you. Oh yeah, we could go and see the fat pigs and... Oh, alright, we can't go and see them just yet. We will in a minute. Oh god, look at the bucket.
How are you feeling, Ron? I never want to see
How are you
another slug
feeling,
as long
he
as I
says.
live.
Love it.
Next time I'll get mouth with
So chewy.
How can he
Look
call
at those
Hermione a
slugs.
mudblood?
That's great.
It's only a word.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but that word's the most insulting thing he could think of. Mudblood is a really unpleasant name for someone whose parents are non-magical. There are some wizards who think they're better than
Joker
everyone
has
else
them.
because they're pure blood.
Literally,
defending
indeed.
me, Ron.
He actually does. You're right,
Trust me,
Roboto.
all this mudblood nonsense has caused more trouble than it's worth. People of non-magical families have as much right to be at Hogwarts as anybody else.
Yuck! I can still taste the slugs. I think I need to go and brush my teeth again.
Oh, God. Literally.
October arrived damply at Hogwarts, spreading a soggy chill over the grounds and into the castle. A different kind of chill would soon set in as well.
For I'm a celeb.
It's time for potions class with Professor Snape. We don't want to be late. You know what he's like.
It's down in the dungeons. Follow me! Oh, and she does a spin on the spot. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, I know Roberto mentioned earlier what happens if you don't pick up the potion ingredients. I can't remember if I ever responded to that, but basically, if you pick up the potion ingredients like I was doing earlier, and you pick up the ones from the chest, it kind of breaks it, so then it doesn't, or at least on the normal game anyway. I'm not sure about this one, but on the normal game it breaks it, so basically you, how do I put it? So you pick up the ingredients, so then when he says get it from the chest, you then can't get it from the chest, so then it won't accept it, and then as a result, you're stuck there forever, basically. It's like a weird soft lock.
Today, you will attempt to learn the art of mixing one.
I should have responded to that to earlier, I just completely forgot about it, but anyway, I was reminded now, so there you go.
Potter, you have just volunteered to show the rest of the class how this is done. Get up here immediately.
Sure thing, Snape.
A Wiggenweld potion will restore some of your lost stamina. Even a single bottle is capable of healing the most.
You can, you know, yeah, Wookiee state. That's nice. Sounds lovely.
Potion. Flubberworm mucus.
Saw my nose again. I think there might be, if I'm correct, a giant lamp in the way of the screen. Somehow. Ugh. There we go. Love it when Sinus becomes annoying. Hey, look at him. Oh my god. Oh. What is that? Oh, is that his tongue? I think it actually is his tongue. That is... What is that? Yeah, that is his tongue. God, that's terrifying. Jesus Christ, mate. Your tongue has got problems. Yoink. Oh no. Why? Why can't I mix it? Oh no. Why not? Snape.
Where are you going, boy? Get back over here and complete your lesson.
Don't tell me it also affects it if you open the chest. I think it actually does. Oh, bollocks.
Where are you going, boy? Get back over here and complete your lesson.
Hell yeah, I've soft-locked it. That's not a problem. No worries. I have a plan. What is my plan? I will think of a plan. Let me think about this. What could we do? I wish I knew the game state. It would really help. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh god. Let me think about this. I wonder. Is it going to be stuck on potions forevermore? That's going to be a bit annoying. Breaking the extended mod but in fat mode. Indeed. Yeah, it's probably opening the chest. You got your answer to the query. You did indeed. Let me think about this. Let me think. If I could... Okay. So where's the entry hall first of all? Right. Oh god, which one's going to be potions? I've got to figure out which one of these is going to be the potion class, and I don't know. Where's diving deep when you need him, damn it? Which one of these would be potions? Should we take a wild guess? That one? Please?
It's time for potions.
Oh, what a guess!
We don't want to be late. You know what?
What a guess!
It's down in the dungeons. Follow me.
That is some solid guesswork right there. Now, please tell me the chest is not open. Please. I beg of you. Alright, that one's still shut. Or we might be alright.
This leads to the dungeons.
Wild guess. I guessed it right. I'm amazed I managed to guess that right. Please tell me the chest is not open. Please tell me it's shut. If it's not shut, we're screwed. Come on. Be shut. Go on. Oh, damn it. It's not shut.
You will attempt to learn the art of mixing one of the most...
Oh, the ingredients are on the floor. That's not fair.
Potter, you have just volunteered to show the rest of the class how this is done.
Get up here
here
immediately. Indeed, what? I agree. How, indeed.
Will restore
It was a good guess.
lost stamina. Even a single bottle is capable of healing the most grievous wounds.
In this chest
are the two ingredients of the bird potion.
Flubberworm, mucus, and wicked tree bark. Take them out. Well, they're already out, mate. That's the slight issue here. I wonder if, But if I pick them up, it's not going to work. Is it? Come on, please. Please. Damn you. Cooperate. Okay, right. Well, that's screwed me over. What would the next one be in the line? Good point, actually. Let me have a look. I might be able to get around this. If this is the end of the potion class, should be, right? Because you have potions. You make the potion. He gets pissed off. Then you have a cutscene. Hopefully this might work. Please? I don't know. Where are we? What's happened? Oh, this is difficult to know what to do now, actually. This is one of those sort of soft locks that's actually quite bad. Are they in here? Oh, they're not in here, and he's, well, staring at a bookcase. Might as well collect those, I guess. Right. Oh, I wonder if I can still mix a potion. No. Okay, we might never be able to mix potions, ever. What the hell am I supposed to be doing right now? That's the real question, because I actually don't know. I literally don't have a clue what I would be doing right now. Because it wouldn't be Charms class right now, would it? I don't think so. Because they're always open by default now, because of fat mode. Oh, come on. Hey! Alright, I fixed it. I fixed it. We're all good. Whew. Well, we won't be able to make potions ever again, but that's fine. We're all good. I fixed it. Okay, we've managed to get out of a very bad soft lock. Just about. That's good.
Oh,
terrible.
What's going on?
Ah, that was lucky.
Enemies of the air, beware.
There he is, the
You'll
duck.
be next, mudbloods.
It's the demented duck.
What's that?
It's so Argus Filch's famous. What's that? Yes, indeed. Nice one. Thank you, Roberta. I appreciate it. I can't take Filch seriously.
You've murdered my cat. You've killed her.
How can you take this man seriously? You just can't. Oh, look, it's the penguin.
She's been petrified, but how? I cannot say. And now,
oh my
I
God.
would like everybody to please return to their
McGonagall looks
There's
amazing.
nothing else to see here.
Look at that.
Harry. Professor Dumbledore's right. There's nothing more to see here.
McGonagall looks absolutely incredible. She looks like a demented narwhal or something.
Everyone at Hogwarts was disturbed by the attack on Mrs. Norris and the mysterious words scrawled on a wall. Rumours and speculations spread. Hermione in particular was especially affected. Ron and Harry became sure that she was up to something, but whatever it was, she remained tight-lipped.
Oh man. Anyway, I think I sorted out that situation pretty well.
We have to get to Charmed first, Harry, and I have an idea.
An idea about what? We should ask Professor Flitwick about the Chamber of Secrets.
He's bound to know something.
Let's go. The Hufflepuff girl looks savage. She is savage. The ultimate savage. We don't get much better than that. Ultimate savage.
Hurry up, Harry. You don't want to be late for Charms.
Coming, Hermione.
Alright, let's go. Oh look, there's Nick. Actually, sorry, Rodrigo Borgia. There's Rodrigo Borgia.
Hello, Nick. What's the matter?
Because they want to be Bajorn, they want to be normal.
It's just that
That's
some
why.
heavily decapitated Podmore won't let me join the headless hunt. Apparently, they only accept huntsmen whose heads have completely parted company with their bodies.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That nose.
Not to worry, young Potter. As I said, it's a matter of no importance.
No importance, I'll have you know that everything is important, Nick. Including your weight size. You need to work on it, my friend. And he needs to work on his broom size. Look at the size of the broom.
Blast it, Potter. I'll get you. You've murdered my cat. You've killed her.
I heard that Chamber of Secrets is a food court. Yeah, definitely. Ah, look who it is. It's the dodgy one.
What's wrong, Ginny?
Run. Yeah, dodgy one, that one, Harry. Dodgy one, be careful. Actually, I wonder if McGonagall is teaching right now. Oh, she is. Oh, yes! I can make potions, good. Oh, I thought that was actually broken for good. Oh, by the way, so a few things I want to mention now that Diving Deep is patched in the extended mod and fixed. Obviously, I'm sad that he fixed them, but at the same time, he's fixed them, which is a good thing because, you know, they were broken. He's fixed the potion issue where, you know, you could basically forevermore indefinitely make potions. That no longer works in the extended mod. Likewise, the gnomes in the girls' toilet, being able to replicate them and duplicate them multiple times as well as rewards. Can't do that anymore in the extended mod. He's patched that as well. So, yeah, two of the most fun sort of abusive things no longer work in the extended mod, I'm afraid. But at the same time, I'm glad he's fixed, you know, problems and bugs. But I will admit, I am going to miss the gnome one quite a bit. That was pretty awesome. Oh my god, look at Flitwick.
Welcome to Charms class. Today
Jesus.
we shall be learning the Scourge charm. Yes, Miss Granger?
I was just wondering if you could, Tell us something about the Chamber of Secrets.
I deal with charms, Miss Granger, not myths and legends.
Please, Professor, we all want to hear.
Oh, very well. Oh my God, look at
There
him.
were 4 founders of Hogwarts: Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Helga Hufflepuff, and Rowena Ravenclaw. Slytherin wanted to admit only the wizard-born students to Hogwarts. The other founders refused, and as a result, Slytherin left the school. Yes, Miss Granger?
He built a secret chamber in the castle of which the other founders knew nothing.
With a great monster to guard the chamber
From within.
The legend states that one day Slytherin's true heir will return to
Those
open the chamber
books
and
are
control the
interesting.
horror within. And then all who are not wizard-born will be purged from Hogwarts.
It looks so
Now,
strange.
back to magic reality. Mr. Potter, perhaps
So
you'd like to step
weird.
forward and demonstrate Scourge for the class.
Glad to, Professor.
Oh, Harry going inside Hermione a bit there.
Try not to focus on all this Chamber of Secrets balderdash. Concentrate on the symbol in front of you. The wand is about to move its way around the symbol. At the exact point when the wand passes over the arrows, you'll need to hit the corresponding arrow key.
Oh, word.
This exercise has 3 levels. In each level, you must successfully hit all of the arrows in sequence.
Ready to try? Round 1. Go! There you go, you can even see the one the correct way round, but in fat version. Everyone needs to see it. Hell yeah!
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next level of the lesson. 5 points to Gryffindor. Round
What
2.
is this fan
Go.
fiction? Oh dear, Fly, oh dear.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next level of the lesson. 10 points to Gryffindor.
That really needs some work
Round
done.
3. Go.
Yeah, he does a bit, doesn't he? Done.
Well done. You've completed all of the necessary exercises.
15.
15 points to Gryffindor.
He's got such a high-pitched voice.
Well done, Mr. Potter. You've successfully learned Scourge.
I don't think Ron will be happy.
Your
Probably
newly
not.
learned knowledge in the Scourge Spell Challenge.
You can tell the voice actor had a bit of a voice break there, can't you? Scourge!
Welcome, Harry Potter, to my Scourge Challenge. To complete the challenge, you must find the completion star, which can be found several floors below us. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge. Along the way, you'll find challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. I highly recommend you try to find all of them.
Oh,
Try
there's
to get
Nick.
the completion star with as many
Just
seconds
finished
remaining as possible. The higher
making
your
his little
score is
dump,
when you complete the challenge,
as
the
that
more
is what
house
Scourge
points
is.
I will award you.
It's literally ghost poo. There's no other way of putting it. It is just ghost poo. Scourge.
Ectoplasm
Oh.
is an unpleasant greenish substance left behind by certain ghostly beings. In some places, it will block doorways and openings. You can cast Scourge to get rid of it.
Is the stream dead? Creative, or is it actually okay? Let me know. Let me know if it's still running. Okay, it is still running. I don't know why we're having so many issues today. I'm not sure if this is actually a BT problem that's causing these issues for everyone, or whether it is just maybe a YouTube problem for today. I guess it's entirely possible that it is a YouTube situation today. That can happen. Has happened in the past where YouTube's got like the heavy load or something on a day, and then problems happen. But yeah, it seems to be okay. Okay, good. So the stream is not dead. I honestly think it could just be a YouTube issue by the sounds of it today. I would have thought if it was a BT one, then it would be a lot more obvious. Because i.e. the stream would be very broken for me as well, which it's not. So I think it is just a YouTube thing.
That have been trapped by ectoplasm.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think it is a YouTube issue then. It has to be a YouTube... Ooh, that's weird. It has to be a YouTube problem. Or else, you know, these issues I would see here myself. I would definitely notice it. But there's nothing here at all. In fact, it's absolutely fine. I haven't even had an issue pop up on the stream thing in Streamlabs for, like... How long has it been? Like half an hour now or something. So, yeah. I think it is a YouTube problem, and those issues I'm seeing here probably in Streamlabs are to do with YouTube. So I'm guessing either YouTube has a heavy load right now, or there's just another general problem with their servers. Could be anything. But yeah, okay, so as a rule, if the stream freezes for you, or has problems, then just refresh the page. Oh, hello. Just refresh the page, it'll fix it. But yeah. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue.
Ectoplasm takes away some of your stamina, Harry. The longer you're in contact with ectoplasm, the more stamina you will lose.
YouTube has randomly timed out the chat for you. Yeah, you see, it's got to be a YouTube problem then. Has to be. Or else I would have expected this to be way more common on my end. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. But yeah, might be worth every once in a while admins letting people know that they might need to refresh the stream then today. And Peebs, by the way, everyone.
Oh no,
there he is. Oh, it's been a little while, my friend. How you doing?
Well, if it isn't snotty, grotty, snotty, potty water, I like your name. It rhymes with so many insulting things.
Oh, I love Peebs. He's too good, man. He's too good. Peebs is great. How can you not love Peebs? Peebs is just, you know, he is that one character that never gets old. Never. Oh. I've activated that. Alright, fair enough. Oh, the thing's going back into place as well. That's great. We love Chungus things breaking the game more and more and more. But what can you do? He's my favourite Harry Potter character. You're damn right. Should be everyone's favourite character, really. He's awesome. Peeves is great. Uh-oh. Right, just don't mind me a second. Right, now. Gonna have to use a bit of debug to get past that. What was this? Roboto has thought of something. What's he thought of? I wonder what he's thought of. I'll have a look in a second. Let me go in here quick. How have we never thought of this before now? Is Peeves spoken by the same voice actor as Flitwick? Don't think so. I think they are different voice actors. I have completely broken that little mechanism. Completely broken it. Ah, whoop. Okay, that fire grab just got wrecked. To a whole new level of wrecked as well. Hell yeah. Oh, peace and quiet. All it takes is to spam the spell button. I know he will be banished for this. Peeves. He'll be banished for this. Literally, he will. Oh, Peeves will always be banished for this. Doo-da-loo. Peeves. Whoa. Hey. Oh, hi Nick. Hope your toilet break was alright, buddy. Lovely cutscene. They sound very similar. Yeah, they do, to be fair. I don't know if they are the same voice actor. They might be. Have to look at the credits, really. Right. That one. I do wonder actually if they are the same voice actor. There could be. It's very possible actually. I'm not sure. Right, down we go. Oh my god. Okay. Yoink. Ooh. Bloody hell. I nearly got pooed on with fire. Literally. Right. Let's get that dealt with. Just check they're not the same voice actor. Peeves' voice. Yeah. Nice. Good checking there. Out of curiosity, is Peeves in this game the same voice actor as Peeves from the first game on PC? That's something I would quite like to know, Fly, if you find that out. Or whether they are actually different voice actors. I know that Peeves from the Prison of Azkaban PC is a different voice actor. But yeah, I'm not sure about the other one. Huh. Well, there you go. Oh, is it the same voice actor? Wait, Peeves is the same one in Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets in Prisoner? Really? I always thought it was a different voice actor for him. Okay. I'm surprised by that. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, looky looky, it's Weasel, Grunge and Potty. Peeves. I don't like the look of that armor. He's locked us in. Oh, hello gnomes. Oh. Bear with me, gnomes. I'm just getting an extra life. I'll be right with you. Please get out of the hole. Alright, let's go. Do you reckon if Harry landed on that without the thing, it would have just gone flying? Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. No mouse. Right, we're gonna see Peeves again. Here he is. It's my boy. Fatty Peeves.
Well done, Mr. Potter. You've completed my scourge.
Oh, I love him. He's great.
Time now becomes your personal score.
Yeah, the music box like that did that in the vanilla. That's correct, Roberto.
The weekly house point ceremony is starting soon.
You remember where it is, don't you? Oh my god. I see there's a lot of Peeves emojis. Oh my Christ. Anyway, yes, Peeves emojis have certainly made their way forward in the Discord server. Well, there we are. Anyway. I think I need to flush. There we go. You remember where it is, don't you? Hello everyone, I'm a penguin.
Looks like it's time for another house point ceremony.
What if you don't remember to flush?
Which house
Well then it's going to be very smelly. Very smelly indeed.
It appears that Gryffindor
is in the lead.
Harry, it looks like you get to visit the bonus bean room.
Do, 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 do. It ended prematurely. Yes. Go! The earthquake has struck. And he gets all the beans while at it. Yes. I'm not cheating whatsoever. No cheats here. What are you talking about? Whee! Show me the way to do it. What, how to flush? It's pretty difficult. I know. You just either pull the handle down or you push the button in. It's that simple. It's the only problem with fat mode is all the beans bounce all the time. It's kind of annoying. Right, let's go. God, Harry is going to have a lot of sugar problems soon. My man is going all out for the sugar. Sugar Rush 101. As you do. God almighty, imagine if you honestly ate this much sugar. Just in a day. You'd be so ill. No. Oh, I thought I might make it in time. I didn't. Nope. I didn't make it in time.
I want to investigate the scene of the crime. Filch usually guards the hallway where his cat was petrified.
But he's away, so now is our chance.
Do you really think there's a Chamber of Secrets?
I believe Philip's story, even if he doesn't.
Flushing is a new thing, is it now?
think that whatever attacked her might not be human.
Here we are at the scene of the crime. It can't hurt to look around, since we're already here, and Filch isn't. Remember all the water that was on the floor? Where had it come from?
From in there.
From in there. Let's have a look.
Oh, I can't go in there. That's a gnome bathroom.
Oh, Ron, there won't be
Yeah, it's just a gnome
This is
bathroom.
Moaning Myrtle's place.
No, it's Gnome's place.
She haunts one of the toilets.
Dear.
It's been
The
out
gnome
for
haunts one of the toilets. It literally does.
the place.
It's a very famous haunting as well.
Stop talking about me behind my back.
What that really said is I wish people would stop throwing me.
Who'd want to frighten all the non-magical folk out of Hogwarts?
Know me, Malfoy.
You heard him call Hermione a mudblood, but how do we prove it's him?
We'd need to sneak into the Slytherin common room and ask Malfoy a few questions without him realising he
Gnome
has.
ghosts.
Impossible.
All we need
I can imagine
is
what a
the
gnome
Polyjuice
ghost would be
potion
like. It would just be like,
transforms you into somebody else.
"Wee-hey."
No one would realise
Literally.
it was really Harry. To make the Polyjuice potion, we'll need several ingredients. Lacewing flies, leeches, fluxweed, knotgrass, horn of bicorn, and shredded boomslang.
Okay, I'll get the knotgrass and flaxweed.
Two
Huh.
of the potion ingredients
Maybe.
are a bit tricky, I'm
Maybe.
afraid. Powdered bicorn horn and shredded boomslang skin. Harry, I'll need you to get me some.
Any idea where I can find some?
There's some bicorn horn in Snape's
There's some
storage
gnomes in
I'm
Snape's
not
storage
sure about
room.
the shredded boomslang skin. I'll need to check at the library.
Lovely.
Molting boomslangs and corridors full of goo.
This should be enjoyable. Yeah, you should love it, mate. It's very exciting times. Right. Any idea where I can find some? Oh my god, Harry actually cast Scourge. Oh yes, there's music in this bit now. Mr. Deep added music.
What a creepy place. I bet Snape loves it here.
Oh. Why is the thing not making any noise? Dunno. Scourge! Whee! Come on. Come on. There we go. The easiest way to travel down here. Just jump. Gnome land. Yeah, Gnome land, not Gnome land. Gnome land. Ah, no, I've broken it. Again. Fat mode keeps breaking everything. Huh. There we are. Yes, look at that. Oh yeah, you two. I forgot about you. What? How did that not hit you? What the hell? Harry is an accurate representation of what it's like at a disco. That's how it feels. That's how much the earth shakes. Believe me, I lived next to some clubs, and I can tell you that the whole building certainly shakes. That's how loud their music is. It's pretty bad. It's not fun. Yes. we might need another flush. Yeah. It was getting a little laggy. I'll read the chat quick. When Phil streamed this recently, somebody told him these sections are potions. His mind was blown, and mine too. I always thought the 4 sections coming up were just house coloured. Really? Really? Even I'm mind blown that you two didn't know that. Fair enough. To be fair, I'm not that mind blown, considering that Phil didn't even really remember that it rains at the Whomping Willow map and thought that was new. That just made me laugh. But anyway, yeah. No hatred to him whatsoever. Of course not, I just thought it was funny. Hell yeah. Oh, look, there's a fat gnome. Oh, we love them. How can you not love a fat gnome? Yes. Go. Yes. About that. Please open again. Yes, good stuff. Cool Ghostbusters. Yeah, probably need it in a minute with Peebs. Oh, you're not fat. Can't be having that. Hello, fatty. Fat Beeves. Wait. So hang on. I've got to remember how to do this now. Hang on, no, I want that. And then the blue. I think. Is that right? Red. And then... yeah, I can't get the green, can I? That's right, I can't get the green. But yeah, I could get the red and the purple or blue. Is it blue? No, orange. Orange, there we go, we eventually get it right. Whee! Right, this way. Oh yeah, the rain thing. Can't stop mentioning it to him now. Every time he plays the intro. It's hilarious that he didn't know that. That just made me laugh. I mean, how did he forget, of all things, that there is rain in the beginning part of the Whomping Willow? I will never know. That is something I would never forget at all. But, you know, I'm glad that he felt like he had witnessed the extended mod by rain existing. It's exciting stuff when you see rain. Rain is a big deal. I'm gonna confess, I know I should go all the way around, but I really can't be bothered. This is the only puzzle in this game that I just have zero care to keep doing it all properly. It's just too lengthy in my opinion. I have my limits of the effort I put in for that sort of thing. And this one takes it to the full extent of I can't be bothered.
Snake doesn't store smelly old ingredients back here.
I did it for the 4K series, that's all you need. You've got what you need, you got it for the 4K series. What does it say about the mission in the pause menu? Remember the German version mentioning where you find the Bicon. I'll have a look, hang on. Let me grab these. Oh. Wait, is that a plant pot? That is a plant pot, I think. I'll have a look at that in a sec. Is that a plant pot? Yeah, it is. It's just a random plant pot in here. I'm not sure if that's because of the fat mode or if that actually is accidentally there. Anyway, so what does it say? I need to go through the dungeon corridor blocked with ectoplasm to find some powdered bicorn horn. There you go. That is what it says, Roberto. That is what it says. Let's go.
Looks like some sort of gigantic potion making.
Nah, it's not a potion making machine, Harry. It's a clockwork. Literally, it's a clockwork. Yes. Come on, mate. We can do this. Come on. Use those fat legs to get your way around. Oh, it's not going to come around far enough, man. I just wish it did. Damn it. Oh well. And woohoo! I have to say, Harry hasn't used that many spells in this stream, has he? He's been using a lot of smashing attacks. Whoa. That is much more clear, just a door button. Yeah, that's alright, I check all these things, Roboto. I'm a whoa, Jesus. I'm a checker, that's for sure. Nah, it's alright. It's not very difficult for me to check, to be fair. All it involves is pushing one button. Right, there's the chocolate frog. Oi, thank you very much. Lumos. Not a whole lot of spellcasting. Well, you're not wrong. Oh, look at that. It's like a rave. Bam. Very painful that today. Right. Bam. 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 Oh. I wasn't trying to open your door, but whatever. Yeah, I'm surprised how many people don't know about the secret with the bridge. I'm really surprised.
One of the ingredients I'm looking for, isn't it?
I guess to be fair, most people don't use the bridge, do they? Which is fair enough. I would say the ones that are the most challenging to find though are the secrets with the Spongify. Like the invisible portrait one, as I call it. And then there's the one with the spider sort of trap. That one, to be fair, took me years to figure that one out. Yeah, you know, there's quite a few in Spongify, I think, that are actually really difficult. Really challenging. They're the better ones. There it is. Oh. Bloody hell. Right, anyway. Oh, I haven't got any. Alright. Hello.
Around where you don't belong.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Hi, would Would you consider a trade?
No trading, damn it. No trading.
Hi, Harry. Hi. I found some bicorn horn to add to the potion.
Great. I'm still trying to find the location of the next ingredient, but I should have it tracked down soon. In the meantime, I'll go add this to the potion.
Love how there are so many more wizard cards in this one compared to the other one. Yeah, I agree.
One is.
He's probably eating slugs, mate. Eat slags!
Here's the flaxweed and knotgrass.
Oh, the earthquake's on its way, Ron.
There you are. Come on, you'll be late for Quidditch. Oh no, the Quidditch match.
Okay, Harry. Perfect conditions today. Ready to show those Slytherins what we're made of. Let's go.
Perfect conditions, he says. Yeah, it's alright if you say so.
Oh. It's a great day for a Quidditch match.
I know, and that's why we skip your voice every single time. Because you're annoying.
He misses.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Minecraft sounds, mate. He lost the snitch. Yeah. Oh, right in the face.
The snitch narrowly evades Malfoy. Potter's going for it.
Ah, hello, Dak. I'll call you Dak. No, this is not a Roblox mod. This is Fat Harry Potter, my friend. This is where everyone is a chubby beast in the HP world. Chunky land. Everyone calls it Chungus, but I prefer calling it Chubby Land. More fun. Yes, welcome to the stream and welcome to Fat World, I guess. Malfoy, get your ass over here, mate. Malfoy, you're being a pain in the ass. Die. Thank you. And done. Yeah.
Potter has the snitch. Slytherin goes down to defeat at the hands of Gryffindor.
Damn right they do. Oh look, the
Potter mustn't stay at Hogwarts.
Okay, that's just hilarious. Oh my god.
Look out, Harry! Potter's been hit. He's going down.
Dobby legitimately is hilarious. That fatty Dobby was fantastic. What a sight to behold. There they are, all the chunky blobs on their way. He looks so stupid. It's great. I love it. Dobby
While
fat
he was in
is
the
one
hospital
hell of a
room,
thing.
Harry heard footsteps coming down the passageway outside. The next moment, Dumbledore and McGonagall were backing into the room,
Looks more like
carrying
creature.
what looked like a statue. Together, they heaved it onto a bed.
Heaved it onto a bed because it's so freaking heavy.
Creevy. He had been petrified like Mrs. Norris. Harry overheard.
But don't
Professor
worry,
McGonagall
the camera is
asking
still the right
Dumbledore
size.
What it could all mean, and his reply sent a chill down Harry's spine.
It doesn't mean I am a penguin again.
Means that the Chamber of Secrets is indeed open again.
Look at that penguin right there. It's like a ridiculously grumpy penguin. Well,
They're starting a dueling club and the first meeting is today.
that could be interesting.
Come to the Great Hall if you want to learn how to duel.
Yeah, damn right we all want to learn how to duel. Who doesn't want to learn how to duel? Come on, let's go and learn how to duel. Come to the Great Hall if you want to learn how to look at fat things. Literally, it's going to be a giant fat snake at the end of this, isn't it?
Can everyone see me? Can you all hear me?
Everyone can see you, buddy.
I started Dueling Club to train you to defend yourselves.
Dueling Club meets every day in the antechamber just outside the Great Hall.
In wizard dueling, the object of the exercise is to incapacitate your opponent.
There are 3 spells
crab.
you may use in dueling. Rictus Sempra, which knocks your opponent back and reduces stamina.
Nimble Wimble,
which prevents your opponent from accurately casting their next spell. Expelliarmus,
literally the
which
most pointless
reflects
spell
spells
ever,
back
Nimble
onto
Wimble.
your opponent.
Super
To
pointless.
select a spell, scroll through them by using the space bar or the right mouse button. To cast a selected spell on your opponent, press the left mouse button.
People and their
You
peeves.
may build up the strength of Rictus Sempra and Mimble Wimble by holding the left mouse button down. Note that potion drinking and jumping during duels are prohibited. A pledge of Bertie Bott's every flavored beans is required to duel. The victor wins the opponent's beans. To challenge a student to a duel, simply walk up to them. If you have enough beans, you will be invited to duel. My assistant, Professor Snape,
I am your colleague, not your assistant.
has informed me that he knows a tiny bit about dueling and has graciously agreed to monitor the duels. And now for a brief demonstration. Mr. Potter, if you'd like to partner up with Mr. Weasley...
I don't think so. Time to split up.
Those nostrils are so good at talking, aren't they?
Mr. Malfoy,
I can't do it. I can't do it.
let's see what you can make of your fables, Potter.
It's like that practically.
Thrashing, you will be a treat, Potter.
Will it now?
Very well then. One's at the ready. When I count
I know there are some
Scared,
voice
Potter?
mods, like
You
basically gibberish voice mods, though, as far as I'm aware, in development at the moment.
Today,
Oh my Christ! Okay, that's a bit of a zoom out.
Expelliarmus!
Ooh, that's one hell of a field of view. Blimey, okay.
Expelliarmus!
Wow, that was one hell of a field of view. Also, I love the way the seething is different in here. It's got like a dusky dawn look to it at the moment. It's quite cool.
Sapon Sortia!
Oh my god, the tongue. Amazing. Hell yeah, look at that giant Haribo worm.
Did Harry just hiss?
Oh yeah, Penguin Percy as well.
It couldn't be. Not him.
Yeah, damn. That's so dodgy. But anyway, yeah. It's him. It's him, alright. He's a Parselmouth. He's deadly.
Why does it matter?
It matters, Harry, because being able to talk to snakes...
Percy's face is literally a demented penguin. No questioning it.
No! Exactly! Now the whole school's going to think you're his great-great-great-great-grandson or
Like
something.
he got hit with a
But
frying
I'm
pan.
not.
Yeah.
You'll find that hard to prove. He lived about 1,000 years ago. For all we know, you could be.
Dun dun dun.
Harry lay awake for hours that night, wondering, could he be a descendant of
They all look
Salazar
demented.
Slytherin?
Well, yes, no denying it. They do all look pretty demented. You are correct.
I won't be seeing you in herbology class. I'll be in Moaning Mercer's bathroom working on the Polyjuice potion.
I can't believe Hermione is skipping class.
I agree.
We better get outside.
The voice
to
work is
herbology,
all good
Harry.
here.
Come on.
The thing that's always really interesting to me regarding the voice work is that Harry's voice actor in this game was never going to be Harry's voice actor. He was actually originally the student voice actor. You know, he did voices for the students before. Originally, they were going to have the same voice actor from HP1 on PC come and do it, but of course his voice had broken too much at the time because he got old. And yeah, it sounded awful. So as a result, they chose to get rid of him and go with somebody else, which was wise, very wise. Definitely something they needed to do. It was definitely the right thing to do. The portrait of the Gryffindor common room. Oh my god.
Good to see you again, Harry.
Well, there's an interesting little bit of lore there that, you know, I don't think many people know about that. Right. Which one was the Attenborough nephew? Ron, I think. Pretty sure he did Ron. Yeah, Ron. Pretty sure it's Ron. Yeah, he did Ron in a couple of the games. Not all of them, just a couple of them. He basically did Ron before Rupert Grint himself actually came and did Ron in the later games. I think Rupert Grint took over from Order of the Phoenix onwards, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it would have been Order of the Phoenix onwards. Rupert Grint got involved. And God forbid he actually was involved in the Deathly Hallows. Now I feel sorry for him there. But yeah, he got involved with the Deathly Hallows games as well. Lucky him. But yes, anyway, there you go. I appreciate you coming to the stream. Creative, I appreciate it. Anyhow. So, I got a few things to say here at the end because I think it needs to be done. And, you know, there's some stuff to say. That's all I'll say. So what I will do quick is just before I do that, I'm going to turn the game down a bit so that it's not so loud. I'm also going to turn the music down for my own sanity. Right. We'll leave it on this. Why not? Everyone loves the menu screen. Right. So, yes, I've got a few things to say at the end here. And I think they need to be said. So there we go. But anyway, so the first things first, obviously I want to say thank you again to Diving Deep and everyone else that was involved with the awesome extended HP2 mod. Really awesome mod this, and you know, it's like the ultimate way to play HP2 on PC now, right? You basically shouldn't play it any other way, in my personal opinion. This is the best definitive HP2 now. We haven't even looked at the snow stuff and all that today at all, but you know, still really awesome. I definitely recommend that you absolutely go and play this mod. Now, down in the description of the stream, you will see that there are links for everything you need in order to be able to do this yourself. So, of course, you're going to need the updated engine. You will obviously need the normal game first, so make sure you've got that and you've installed that. You will then need the updated engine. You can go and use the link down in the description that will take you to the Discord server for the Harry Potter modding community, where you can get the updated engine in there. And like I said at the earlier on in the stream, you get it from in there. You can ask Mattel, anyone else for that matter as well, for any help regarding how to set it all up, and also how to, you know, get in contact with them regarding any development of mods if you want to actually make your own maps and stuff. All those guys are super helpful, super happy to help out everyone as well, because you got to bear in mind that everyone's a beginner at some point in their life, right? And these guys were too. Of course, they want to help, you know, make people do some really awesome creations and just get this running and up and in the perfect position and place, if you like, on their machine. So, yes, please do go to that Harry Potter modding Discord in order to get the updated engine and for any queries you have regarding that. Then for the extended mod, which you install after you've installed the base game and also the updated engine, I have linked the extended mod download area down in the description as well, which you can go to. And basically for the extended mod, you basically grab the general folder, which everyone needs, and you also grab your specific language folder. So in my case, it's int, which is basically British. So if you're US, then you would get USA. So you get the idea. You get those two folders and then you put them inside your install area. Again, if you go to the link for the extended mod, there is entire documentations that explain how you install the extended mod and get it up and working properly. But of course, if you have any issues regarding the extended mod, make it work running and just try to get it to function properly, then in the modding Discord, of course, you can ask Diving Deep for some help as well. He will be more than happy to help you with the extended mod. He is the person you go to for the extended mod for help. He will help you out with that. He's basically the lead creator, basically, of the extended mod. So, yes, do go to him for that. And again, thank you to all of these guys for creating an incredibly good engine Really good updated engine. Best way to play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by far today. It can do so many things that even I'm not actually showing off myself, of course. You can play this on a Steam Deck now if you wanted to, and so on. There's a lot of things you can do. Hell, you can even play with a controller properly now. Honestly, these guys have done God's work for this. So huge thank you and credit to those guys. I mean, there might be more people involved, and if there are, then I'm sure they'll let me know. But just off the top of my head, you know, huge credit to Metallica Fan and Omega for obviously creating the updated engine and making it as awesome as it is. And huge thank you to Diving Deep and everyone else that worked on the extended Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets mod. Absolutely awesome people, and you know, they've done a great job. Of course, I do want to go in and properly thank them with a written message myself and the modding server soon, so I will do that because they definitely deserve that, and they absolutely have done an incredible job. So all credit to them. I will also be thanking in that message Adam as well, who most people probably might not know, but Adam is also one of the big people responsible for obviously creating what is widely well known at this point now, which is the HP1 movement mod. I promoted Adam's mod quite a few times in videos and streams when I've covered Philosopher's Stone on PC. So he's the guy responsible for creating the movement mod, which is basically HP2's movement on HP1 to get rid of that clunky, crappy, old movement style, which to be honest isn't good at all. So huge credit to him for doing that. And of course, you know, I want to thank him for that too. So I'm going to thank him right now, of course, in this video for that. So thank you, Adam, for creating easily the definitive mod effectively for HP1 on PC. Really awesome stuff. So thank you, Adam, for that, and of course to everyone else for creating some great stuff. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it as well. So thanks, guys. I mean it. Thank you. Yeah, and I want to end the stream, of course, with a general thing for Baldwin. Now, of course, I did talk at the beginning about Baldwin and a lot of the things that obviously we were working on and doing, and I kind of want to talk a tiny bit again at the end here about it. So we did do quite a lot of HP related stuff just before he died, and we've done a lot of research into the console game Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban for the PS2. I've got a load of the sound files, of course, for things like Mucus Projectum, like I mentioned earlier, some of the Dementor stuff. I've created quite a few shorts, as well as obviously I'm creating a bigger video for something like Mucus Projectum for this. And you, of course, will probably see that while it's been made for a little while now, it hasn't released yet for a little while. And I'm rather upset that this didn't release while Baldwin was alive, because I know that he was really looking forward to this and was really excited for this to actually come out. And that is the custom HP1 map that he made. I've obviously done a video on that in the past, as a lot of you have seen, which has got a lot of the cut spells from HP1 in there and so on. But I redid it again because he sent me a voiceover pack for it as well, where he did some custom voice stuff for it, as well as his sister. And you know, it was really, really awesome to be able to play that again with the custom voices and things. And I've recorded that and made it into a video. And, you know, it's going to release, of course, because I want it to release and I want it to be out there as effectively a huge legacy thing for Baldwin, because it's his work, you know, it's his incredible work that he put all together and made something amazing out of this. He really did. It was a really fun mod. And honestly, great to just see some of these cut things put together and actually usable right in the mod map. And it still is just depressing that he will never get to see that, of course, out in the wild now, but at the least, you know, everyone else will be able to see it, everyone else will be able to experience that, because of course I will make sure that people will be able to download that map. I will make sure that people have the voice pack for that map. I will link those down in the description of it. You guys can go and experience it for yourselves. And that's what he wanted. You know, he wanted people to be able to play that map. He wanted people to be able to experience all this really cool stuff that he put together in this really nice, fun mod map. So it's something that, you know, is going to be a legacy for Baldwin there. And I hope people will always look at it in a big way. And the nice thing, of course, about that mod map as well is, of course, you've got all these portraits that he added in of him with his dogs and things too. So he is very much present on that map, and we can't forget that. I also want to give a shout out for generally helping me with actually quite a few other things outside of HP. You know, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't even be using the no clip mode, right, as I mentioned earlier on Time Splitters. Thanks to him, you know, he found the website that was needed in order to be able to go and do these sort of things on the PS2 emulator. And yeah, I mean, it was amazing to actually sit down with him, go through all that, and actually showcase some of that to him as well, you know, that we got it working. And I know how excited he was when we got that working. And in general, he was actually a really happy, excited person when I last spoke to him properly on a voice chat, which was, of course, like I mentioned last week. He was really happy. He was generally very excited for all the sort of videos and things that were going to come along and what we were working on. It's a shame that there are things that, of course, he was going to look into that we were then going to come together and see what we could do with as a project that will probably never come to light. Maybe, I guess, if other modders work with me or find out how to do it themselves, that might happen. But yeah, these are things like, for example, the cut Jaconophores challenge, which again, I'm making it into a video for you guys. Which the whole idea was we were going to showcase the cut Jaconophores challenge in HP3 PS2, because originally there was actually a spell challenge for that, which is why the Transfiguration classroom exists in that game. And there was a whole part with the firebolt being cut from that as well. All of it, you know, we were basically getting it together and we're going to make it into a video. And it's just a shame that, of course, it won't go all the way like we originally hoped we could take it all the way. I know his plan was to properly dig into the game's files and see if we could find the graphics for it. We found some bits, sure, but all of the different bits and major graphics for it, maybe some of the models for the game, etc. That was always his desire and his plan there. But I don't have all those things to work with, of course, but at the very least, you know, I can bring you all things like the cut voice lines, sounds, etc. that I have for it. Some of the little logos and bits and bobs that we found for it. I can bring you those things because in the end, I want it to be out there because I find cut content, of course, fascinating, which is one thing that Baldwin loved, is the fact that I was very always keen on finding all these secrets and cut bits and bobs inside of these Harry Potter games, as well as other games, of course. Which is why we worked together very heavily on the Harry Potter stuff to try and find all these things and then get it out there for people to see. Because most people are fascinated by cut content right in games. And, you know, it's something to get out there for everyone to experience and see. So while, of course, you won't get everything anymore, no, but you'll still get things that we were working on. I can still put together what we had. And that's the important part. And of course, in the end, you know, it's not just about me making a video, putting it out there, and everyone loves it. It's also about Baldwin's legacy. And the fact that without him, that probably wouldn't have been nearly as possible. Sure, I might have been able to go and find certain bits myself, but he really was a huge, huge part in making that happen. He also understood that because of me doing so many different things in general, I didn't have tons of time to dig into these things. So it was just nice to be able to work with someone like that. And, you know, he was always really down for it, really cheerful for these sort of things. So it was a big deal. It was a huge, huge partnership working together. And also, you know, he was a great friend. It was a great person to talk to, a good laugh, did some really stupid, silly things. Hell, we even had memes made all over the place of myself in streams, etc. Then we had the whole Deathly Hallows being hated thing. You know, there was lots of fun things there. And Baldwin, of course, was also one of my moderators in my Discord. And yeah, it's generally very heartbreaking, actually, overall, that in the end, you know, you've got that person there. you work with them, you do so much, and then all of a sudden, they're just gone. And that's it. That's the end of it, right? But I don't want it to be completely the end of it. I do want to make sure that everything that I can of what Baldwin did with me, every part of that legacy does go out. I want to make sure that that is out there. I want to make sure that Baldwin is not forgotten at any point. So you will see the rest of what we did. It will go out. And hey, I hope that people in general will, celebrate an awesome guy. A guy who did some really great stuff for Harry Potter. And in general was a really awesome person to talk to and just have as a friend, really. But yeah, it's very upsetting that we'll never get to see some of the other crazy ideas that I know you had in the works. But it is what it is, really. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to move on. But overall, I will not forget Baldwin's legacy. And of course, I'm very sad that what's happened has happened. And, my thoughts do go out to the entire family of Baldwin for what would be a horrendous time. So, hopefully everyone will join in mourning Baldwin and, just keep that memory alive. That's the most important bit. But that's what I had to say, really, regarding everything. I also know that Baldwin, as he was talking to me, did say that he wanted to do some really awesome stuff with a Google Translate mod. He had some plans for HP, and I think also the Discord server. I think it's the speedrunning Discord server for HP. You want to do some kind of silly Google translating mod for the HP games, which is just a load of lines that make no sense. It's a bit like the Half-Life mod, I believe, but I'm not 100% certain on it. I haven't seen all the details. I know that he was working on one, and I know he was a part of one as well in the speedrunning server. And yeah, well, I don't know if he ever got the chance to, of course, sit down and record some of those lines and be a part of that. But in the end, I would say to that lot, even if he didn't get to record some lines for it, I think it would be right to do some kind of memory for Baldwin as a part of that. Because he was going to be a part of the project, I think you should do something to honour that in there. I really do. And yeah, I mean, it's something that I don't really know how people are going to react to the whole thing. I haven't seen all the reactions. I've seen people, obviously, in my server react to it, but that's about it so far. So either way, Baldwin will not be forgotten. And of course, everything that he did to help me, and yeah, I mean, it will be always remembered. Always. I want to see if there are any nice comments from people before I, end the stream. The stream being our lovely community helped in a lot of process of healing. I agree. I do agree with Basso. I agree. Could this work on a Mac? That's a good question, Gavin. I don't honestly know. It might do, the updated engine. Your best bet, Gavin, is to join the modding server. Like I said, link down in the description, and go and ask them inside the modding server. By them, I mean Metallica Fan or Omega. And see if they can give you the answer regarding that. Because I don't know. I'm afraid I can't answer that. So best bet is to go join the server there and just ask them. I guess the virtual machine on a Mac could work. Yeah, virtual machine should be fine. But I don't know if you could do it normally on a Mac. I mean, most people, I'm going to be honest, don't really bother playing on a Mac because it's not really the sort of thing that you tend to play games on. I'll be honest, Apple are pretty bad at supporting stuff. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream as well, Gavin. I appreciate it. Didn't realise you'd already started, but anyway, I played the GBA version of this using the downloadable ROM file and the mobile emulator. Fair play, Gravity. By the way, I guess welcome to the stream, Gravity. But yes, you came a little late. You came at the end. Fly, Andrew Baldwin died. He did indeed die, Fly. He died on Monday. Thank you for your work and continue Baldwin's legacy. Yeah, of course I would. I'm just sad that, of course, while it's great that you'll get to see a lot of what we had planned, for you guys for HP, I'm sad that you'll never get to see the whole lot. There really was an awful lot that I know he was going to look into for HP, and it's a shame that I just don't think that, you'll ever see it now. Like I said, if there are others out there in the HP modding community that might want to look into it, or even contact me to ask about what we were looking into, then feel free. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. More than happy. But yeah, I don't know. I also don't know to the extent of how difficult it would have been to actually look at some of this stuff. I did know that the model side of things on Prison of Azkaban PS2 was going to be very difficult, if not impossible. But I don't know if it might have been possible in the end. I'm not certain on that front. I can't answer that. But yeah, there were even things like Goblet of Fire. I know I said to Baldwin it would be interesting if we could look through Goblet of Fire and see if we could find anything on Fleur. Because, of course, Fleur is actually inside one of the wizard cards. If you didn't know, her whole 3D model was made for that. But we were going to look through it and see if we could find any audio files relating to Fleur. As well as just generally her model actually in the game, and potentially some written bits of where she might have appeared in the game. I suspect she was going to appear in the maze, possibly the lake task, but then got scrapped. But I know he was going to look into that, and of course he never did get a chance to. But I might look into the audio side of it anyway, because I'm interested to see if that is the case. But I guess if the HP modders are able to help looking in regards for the model side, or potentially some written story bits of where she might have appeared, etc. in Goblet of Fire, that would be incredible. It really would. But we'll have to see, right? We'll have to see. Yes, that is indeed true, Fly. Baldwin did indeed send a message, I believe, to his biological father. I remember he messaged inside the general chat about that. I don't actually know what happened regarding that. I did actually speak to Baldwin since then, but I have no idea if he did anything about that. I didn't really want to pry into that because it was none of my personal business. If he wished to tell me, then that was absolutely fine. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea if he did manage to actually reach him in the end properly, or meet him or anything. I really don't know. It's, again, something we'll never know. But, I hope he did at least manage to talk to him in the end. Yes, I remember, Bajorn, that you and Baldwin used to be in the Discord, in the group chat, constantly, actually. All the time. Baldwin used to always dive into the group chats. It's going to be weird now, no longer seeing Baldwin, of course, inside of those chats. It will be weird. Very strange. But I'm sure people will still jump into the group chats, of course, and still talk away. And I think that's, the right thing to do. And it's a good thing. It is a good thing. I'm glad that at least people like to chat in those things. I really am. What was this? Oh, yes. he did actually send me one of the AI voices. He sent me one of me as Hagrid, I think it was. Maybe Hermione. I think it was Hagrid. Where you took my voice and made it an AI. That was a bit strange. But yes, he did send me that. Hmm. Baldwin proud, eh? Well, yeah, I know he would have been. I know he would have been proud to see the content that we were doing release. I know how hyped and excited he was for it. How even when I used to sit there and I was doing my own stuff on the side, like Snape's coughing, which hasn't come out yet, by the way. But he was very excited to see that come out, and he was really hyped to see it. He won't. But yeah. It's a good, fun little short that I think people are going to really enjoy it. I mean, there is a possibility of that, but John, yeah, possibly. I don't know to the extent of how far that would go, but possibly, yes. I think if you're talking about getting together in real life, the likelihood of that is no, but in the server, yeah, potentially. Yes, it was always fun to see Baldwin jump in the chats on the live streams. Always good fun. He used to be very active as well on the live streams, which was always great. So it'll be sad to see that gone for good. Very sad. Yeah. I think one of the more weird parts for me is the fact that I know that he, when I spoke to him, was interested to see if I would find any secrets inside of the Time Splitters games. Because, of course, when I spoke to him properly via voice chat and did screen sharing, I managed to showcase him that we got the no clipping working on Time Splitters. But I then told him that obviously I was going to go and explore it a bit more in depth, and then if I found some cool stuff, I would send it to him. Obviously, some stuff that I found I sent to him, but my plan was, of course, to really show him everything for each of the 3 games that I could find, like properly via visual means. And I did actually send him a message on Monday. Ironically enough, it was Monday, which was basically saying that I was having a bit of trouble with the first Time Splitters game, which I'm still having trouble with, by the way. If there are any Time Splitters nerds out there that have managed to ever get the debug menu to work on PCSX2, then please let me know, because I am struggling. It keeps crashing the game all the time, the debug menu. Like, I can use the debug menu, but then when I quit out of the debug menu, it crashes the game. So then I can't actually use the commands within it. But I was messaging him about that because I knew that he would probably know how to potentially look into it and see what the problem might be. And of course, that day I would have probably done a video thing with him and actually showcased some of what I found on Time Splitters 2 and Future Perfect. But I never got a response back, of course, from him that day. I thought that was very strange. In fact, it was very weird not to have any response at all from Baldwin, because usually he always responded back. He was very quick responding back all the time. So it seemed out of place. I personally thought that maybe the reason he hadn't responded back was because he was maybe visiting his biological father or was busy with that. But obviously, in reality, that wasn't the case, and it was far more grim than that. In fact, he was dead. That's just sad, really. It's sad. Maybe. But yeah, either way, yeah, it was awesome doing a stream of HP2 with Fat Mode. It was something that I wanted to do anyway, and it was something that Baldwin really wanted to see. So, there you go. I guess you could say he finally got his wish. But either way, you know, I'll see you all, of course, in a future stream at some point soon. Probably, if I can get it working properly, it'll be Coastal 1. Hopefully I can get that working properly, because I would like to do that for you lot. But until then, you know, I appreciate everybody that came by the stream today. I appreciate everyone that, of course, said everything regarding Baldwin and was very nice about it. And really, yeah, I'll leave it at that. So thank you everyone that came by the stream today, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, and apologies for YouTube being a bit useless today.